Hello, beautiful lady. How you doing? Pre-retirement. Thank you for coming in. Made a shout out, as they say. Shout out to you and big blessings to you, my dear. Thank you for coming in. These streets are lit out here. I see on the YT. Everybody is going through it and doing their thing. I hope you are well, my dear. Yeah, I'll just be putting up little just titles just to encourage it. Let me see. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff to get straightened out here because somebody got to get it in here and they want a definite something on something you just sprung up on. Okay. Look at Miss Betty, always so sweet and supportive. She always have my back. She said, thanks, I am well tired. Okay. Oh, I know how it is, honey, because I had little just some roughness going on here too, so I get it. A little jacked up and there's a lot of emotional and understanding and trying to get things straightened out with folks. So I know how it is, Betty. It seems like you can't have the up without the down or vice versa. I understand that. I hope you're able to settle down and get you some rest. So I know what that's like to be under attack when you're wiped out. And that's the thing about life is that you can't have the good without the bad. And them days that seem like everything's whack. I know how that is. Just like when I had some I had a live going earlier, and then I had to shut it down. And I've been trying to do it in different increments. Do a little something here and a little something there. She says, "Yes, I'm relaxed." Oh, with some hot cocoa. That sounds like a good idea too. A warm drink. That may be something I need to try right now to unwind a little bit. She says she having hot cocoa. It's pre-retirement. I got a lot of big decisions here to make. I'm trying to make sure I think it through and not make nothing harsh because it's a lot going on here with folks with life changes and things like that. So I'm trying to make sure that I make the right decision on whatever I decide to do. Other than that, I'm trying to chill out and be nice and mellow, but I know how it is when stuff is happening, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of stuff going on here, child, out on these YouTubes. That's why I said I'm gonna pick my poison, come in and out, pop here and there, do a little bit of something and watch what I'm dealing with and who I'm dealing with, because it's getting a little crazy. And sometimes when you have too many balls up in the air, something gonna drop. And I definitely am not gonna be in those situations where I'm dropping for something like this. I definitely have to make sure that I dot all my I's and cross all my T's. It is getting crazy, and I'm gonna tell you something too. That this right here, people don't understand that, especially too with all this election stuff coming around. And I know I was in somebody's live, and they mentioned one thing. Listen, hey, what's happening? Yes, pop on through, bro, and say hey. Right? What's up? What's up? He says, "You're dropping in the spot." Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my brother. Man, I enjoyed I enjoyed you yesterday. I had a whole big old good time. And I've been meeting so many other good positive people and just chilling back trying to do this thing called life, man, because we got to hit it, you know what I'm saying? As soon as your feet hit the floor, you got to, hit it running. And I basically been trying to figure out what's going on here because I had a few situations. I don't know what's going on out here with YT with all this wacky doodle, mess here. But I tell you one thing, folks need to calm down out here because I promise you, my life is way more important. I'm not saying that people don't mean nothing to me on YouTube because I really, I really feel everybody and I want to spend time with certain folks, but I'm not with that game clown mess. You get what I'm saying? Thank you. Oh yeah, got it going on. You got that right. Yes, yes, yes. I loved it. That was awesome. That was awesome. Definitely, brother. I feel you on that. What's up, Miss Quinn? How you doing? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yes, brother made, and I checked that out. I know that's right. And I'm telling you, to see how much awesome stuff that we have going on out here. That's why we ain't got no time for no foolishness out here on the YT, because this stuff is coming in like vultures. And I keep trying to tell folks that we're gonna have to back this all the way up because it's getting like a clown show out here. And folks better, figure out what the heck is happening here. Because what I'm getting ready to do, and just like we all been talking about it, and I'm not bringing no drama because I know we on the pleasant tip here. But I'm not finna bring a whole bunch of foolishness and be putting up with no foolishness. I'm getting ready to tighten my circle up and keep getting over there on my column and paying attention to what I'm dealing with and who I'm dealing with, because I'm not finna ride on this train right here. This is coming over from, because we had a good time earlier talking peace, vibes, and chilling out. Too many people are trying to out to people bugging out, trolling out, freaking out. And the thing is, you can try your best to keep your spot tight, but sometimes you get this circus that comes in and you got to run them out of town. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm telling you, a lot of people see this is what I don't like, and no disrespect, but I had already, and I'm not talking subliminal, I'm just coming straight up pop, 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 pop. You understand what I mean? Ain't nobody playing no games. But I'm gonna tell you what's happening here. Folks don't he said, yep, and they're in batches, yes. And you know what I keep trying to tell people? Every time I sit here and I have these lives, I be telling people to watch out for all this kind of foolishness. And everybody is so quick to comment, oh, I'm not worried about it. I don't, anybody come, I don't, block nobody. I don't do nothing about it. I don't do this. Yeah, but you got poison going on and letting it spread to somebody else because you ain't handling your business right. Because see, I'm the type of person like this. If I got a friend that's having problem with somebody else that I thought that was cool with me, and the friend don't be bothered with them, that is between them. But when you come over in my spot trying to bother my friend, then I'm not gonna fool with you either. Since I'm paying attention for real, for real. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I keep saying. It's like right now, if you got somebody on YouTube that's disrespecting your live, and you blocked them and you did what you needed to do, but when you come over to my live, that same person's coming in my live bothering you. If you my brother, I'm riding with you. That person's got to go. See, these people ain't doing it. They looking for clicks and views and watch hours to where they so damn desperate that they've let anything go down. So what I'm getting ready to do, I'm finna stop messing with a few people, because this click that everybody keep trying to brag and jumping on the boat with is a fool game. Some of these people is whacked. And I'm going to tell you too, I got some other people too that I've been noticing. Every time I do a live, they keep coming over here trying to take over my live. And I'm not saying that nobody you can do anything you want here. I make that clear. This ain't nothing, y'all, but a hangout spot. I got a life other than this. But I promise you, anybody that want to drop any link, talk to anybody, do anything you want over here. If you want me to pin the comment, I got your back. But don't keep trying to outdo me when I'm doing a live. And I got two people that's buzzing. I don't know if they straight, bent, crooked, or what their little game is. But I tell you one thing, they're not going to be coming over here no more with it, because I'm going to stop having them. I'm going to get ready to shut them down, because I've been noticing every time I do something, these same two clowns, the first one come or the second one come, then they both come together and they try to outdo you. Just like I was in somebody's live yesterday. And no disrespect, I'm not even going to say the person's name, but there was a very nice female on here that's good people, and she was doing the live, and I was trying to send people over to her so that she can get a little bit more of a buzz. She don't need my help. She didn't ask me to do it, but I had purposely was sending somebody over, and I'm not good with this YouTube stuff, so I needed somebody from my house to come home to drop the link for me. And I was mentioning to the host, I said, listen, I want you to send some of your people over to check my girl out, because she popped, and she didn't know, she didn't care. And before I could do that, somebody else from the group jumped all in, put 5 or 6 people name on there, and that friend didn't even get nothing but 2 people over there, because y'all trying to outdo somebody. I'm not in competition with no damn body. I'm not a child. I was standing before any group, clique, and whoever else. Y'all need to stop all these people, at least the 31 and up, that I know of, acting like silly ass kids in competition, bobbing for damn apples. I'm not the one with the BS. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Get your shit together. I'm gonna say it just like yeah, Dookie. Yeah, Dookie. Get yourself together. Nobody ain't got time to be playing no games. And people think they're the head honcho over people's lives. Honey, I'm a grown woman and I rides alone. You understand what I mean? I know how to play in the sandbox with everybody else, but I do my own thing too. And I ain't got time for the bull. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And I tried to send some people over to check out homie, but you got the wrong crowd jumping in like they damn kids. And it seemed like these same two people, every time somebody have a live, they try to come to your live and consume it with what they want to do and say in your live and fill it all up with it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, you're not relating to the host. You're trying to be in competition with other people, and it's played out. We're running around here like silly young ass kids when there's more important stuff going on out here. Ain't nobody playing no games. And like I said before, I was directing a few people to go over and check out a homie. And these people jumped in and changed what I offered. And I don't know why everybody want to try to act like they're the ones that's in charge of every damn thing, like somebody, some kind of damn kids. He said, not me. They shut down already. That's what I'm trying to, yes, mate, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Quinn know what it is, because we've been in these lives banging back to back with all these whacked ass trolls and all these silly people. But see, one thing about with this crowd, y'all sit here and let these a-holes come up in here and act like a damn fool, and then that germ spreads over to somebody that don't got nothing to do with that S-H-I-T. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know what kind of games y'all playing, but y'all grown ass folks acting like silly kids. Get your mind right, because see, we can separate with the quickness, and I'm gonna be good. You feel me? I ain't got time for the BS. And I keep trying to tell people that, and what I'm talking about right now, I am not upset at all, because I've been saying this for over a week now, and a lot of people, like I tell them, it ain't no fun when the rappers got the gun. You feel me? That's how it is with this crowd. You get this stuff going, and people be telling you this ain't good people. Watch this, watch that. They ignore it, and then soon as something happened to them, now they want to call a board meeting. Man, you better get up off your ass, man. You crazy? You don't know who you dealing with. Don't interfere with what I'm doing. If I'm in somebody else's live and I'm talking to the host and I'm asking the host to do something, don't jump in for the people asses you kissing here on YT and try to put them in something that I said I was doing. I was doing this. This had nothing to do with you. Stop trying to pop up every time you see me in a live like you outdoing me. Thank you. He said, don't piss him. That's what I'm saying. And don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. You feel me? Ain't nobody got time for that. Clean that up. You know what I'm talking about. Keep it clean already, for real. That's what I keep saying. And these people out here, I don't know what's going on, but everybody trying to act like they involved in some kind of good program or some movement. Half them damn people is whacked. Pay attention to what's going on here. Half these people is whacked. And what I've been noticing too is that people will use you to step on your head to climb themselves up higher. Stop running around here bobbing for apples. And it's just these two people here that seem like they think they running the show here, but you got it twisted, because so you can bypass me. And you know what I'm talking about, baby. I ain't even up here upset. I ain't ranting or nothing, because you know I talk cash money shit all the time. You already know me. You know I gets it in. But what I'm saying is people are not listening to you when you're simply trying to tell them. And I keep trying to tell folks, just like I said, take this elsewhere. If I got something private that I want to talk to you about, I'm not bringing it to YT. We all know. He said it, yes, all day, girl. You know what I'm trying to tell you. You know we don't play that. That's the whole thing. People don't know that loyalty conduct that we're talking about. They talk that SHIT, but they ain't about it, though. I'm keeping it real. I'm going to talk just like what I'm talking. And yes, I do believe in God. Yes, I mess up. You got to look at what swear words people use. Just like if I say, damn, oh, you swearing. Well, isn't there a river dam? Okay, if they say, well, how you doing, Rruk? I'm fine. Oh, how you doing, Rruk? I'm gay. Oh, that's your sexual orientation. Do y'all understand the definition of words before you jump to conclusion? And just because somebody say that they having a relationship with God don't mean that they don't make mistakes. They don't swear and get it twisted sometimes. That's not going to be the stuff to stop you from getting to heaven. But see, all these naysayers and these fake Christians and these fake people popping around here, this thing has got ghetto gutter crazy. She said, you keeping it real. Thank you so much, Miss Betty. It's sick. It's sick. It's today's world, and all doing is cussing. You doing all right. Tell me about it. And I promise you, I be trying to keep it real. But see, sometimes people can't hear you because you got to meet them where they at. And I'm not saying that I'm bowing down to nobody or nothing like that. But you got to tell people, stop all this foolish mess. Y'all running around here, just like I said, I was in the live And I was trying to help out a friend that didn't even ask me. She didn't ask me to help her out at all. Absolutely not. She didn't even see it coming. I was trying to hook her up, and somebody jumped their butt in here, and they think this is funny to run around to all these lives like you in some kind of bidding auction, like you selling some ASS or something. You get what I'm telling you? Sit down somewhere. Y'all too damn old. I've been watching half of these people out here on YT. These girls is 35, 45, 50. You running and getting BBLs and dropping it like it's damn hot, and got kids and stuff you raising. Sit down and know your place. Too many of y'all running crazy here, desperate for watch hours and not looking for quality friendships and not behaving like appropriate adults. Stop coming over here bugging out. I'm not in competition with nobody. And I remember the other night here, I was in somebody's lives, and you got these people with these little popcorn corny channels, ain't really doing nothing and hiding behind a bunch of numbers that ain't hitting on SHIT. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about, Maiden. I was in this live here, and this person gonna try to act like, well, I can't really discuss what I want to discuss because I got to talk to us more heavy hitters that got the more bigger channels. So the few people in here, this conversation ain't for them. Man, let me tell you, clown, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you telling me right now if I come up there and slit you right quick, it ain't gonna be red? Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Hey, hey, hey. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about? I'm not with that game. And then y'all, and the thing is, then a person meets somebody through you, and then they try to jump on like they know these people so damn well, and they running all crazy and running all over here and there. You don't even know who you're dealing with. I know that if you meet somebody through me, I can't stop the friendship that y'all got flowing, and I don't mean that. But I'm saying being two-faced, the backbiting, you get what I mean? I'm not with that game. It's crazy. People out here bugging all the way out. Just like I got some people, the people that I introduced them to, they're all acting like fools. You're running these people down. Oh, well, you met them too, yeah, but they're the boss. They're the controller the hell of who? And nobody don't control me. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times when I put some stuff out there, very suddenly do I advertise somebody else's name ahead of my own. I know what to do when I want to do it because we rock it, but I'm not no fool because I can rock and roll by my damn self. I'm not no child. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's a different story when you're dealing with a crowd of grown folks and, somebody acts some kind of way. I'm grown and big enough to ignore the shit. But if you got a bunch of kids here and you got 6 kids and you pass out 4 lollipops, obviously the child's going to feel away because they don't have the mental capacity to understand why they didn't get a lollipop. But if you try to shade me and I'm an adult and I'm going to give you my ass kiss and I'm going to tell you, I'll pull it down. I'll pull it down. Yes, I will. We can be standing in Walmart when I say kiss it. I'm going to show you so you can kiss it. Don't play with me. That's one thing you don't understand. I'm going to talk a whole lot of stuff, but I'm not going to play with it. And like I said before, when you're in the circus, you're in the circus. We're closer. We be rocking, man. We're going to tear this shit. Man, listen, we're going to meet one day. Let's blaze this YouTube street with it the best we can. Because I keep trying to tell people, you're not ready for this because I watch a lot of stuff. Just take it like this for real, y'all. You know how when you go to a circus, right? Clowns will be starting to jump all around you, right? One of them are pulling the rabbit out of a hat. Some are juggling balloons. Watch yourself because they better not snatch your damn wallet, dummy. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for a whole bunch of silliness out here. I keep trying to tell people, we got to nip this in the bud. And I keep telling folks, you can come here, chill, and do whatever you want. But stop jumping in the way of somebody else or trying to act like you the smartest person in the room. You understand what I mean? Back it all the way up to the curb. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need to slow down and sit down. These are grown folks here. So far, I've known out of this group, the youngest person is 31 years old. You understand what I'm saying? So at that age and up, people all the way up in this group and around this crowd here in their 60s and bobbing around like little kids. Grow up and get yourself together and watch where you're going and what you're doing. Anybody got time? That's what I'm saying. For real. Stop playing with it. Like I said before, when all this stuff started hitting off, you keep trying to tell people and everybody keep acting like they on board with the stuff. But we got these silly little cliques and stuff. And like I said before, when I introduce you to somebody, don't step on my head. You understand what I'm saying? Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. You get what I mean? And I'm talking blatantly. I'm not upset because I promise you, mortgage is going to get paid. You feel me? This is not it for me. But I've been watching people just jump and go crazy. You introduce them to one person, or they come in and nipping and grabbing little people out of your lives or your channel, trying to find some kind of connection, and then they try to run with these people. You don't even know these damn people. Everybody running around here like damn fools. You got to wake up and smell the coffee, baby. Ain't nobody got time for this. You all in the Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor. What are you doing? That's why I keep saying it's time for folks to get themselves together and stop playing around like kids out here and figure out what's going on. Because I can't, as they say, what you eat don't make me shit. Okay, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna come like that, and I'm not upset either, y'all. This is how I get down when I got certain clowns that can't hear. Now I noticed that as people, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I wonder why. I wonder why. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I keep saying this thing here, if you don't rock right, it ain't gonna roll. You get what I mean? This is the whole thing I keep trying to say about people. Slow down for a minute. Pay attention and see what's happening out here, opposed to running here, jumping through hoops and think you backbiting people. You meet somebody one time and you just run all off into the sunset like you done went damn crazy. Rewind, rewind. You understand what I'm saying? There don't have to be no title. There don't have to be no title. It's who you are and what you're doing. And once again, whoever you meet through somebody, it's not just about somebody introducing you to somebody, but you got to know how to move the crowd on your own. Somebody can send 50 people over here, and if I'm saying something they don't like, then that's 50 people that I don't have. You get what I'm trying to tell you? I got to be able to be the one to provide it. You understand? When I go in here and take a dump, nobody wipes my ass for me. You get what I'm saying? I'm big girl, big girl, big girl. You know what I mean? At some point, we may go into adult diapers, when you start getting older. But no, let me stop. I ain't there yet. But yeah, you know what I mean? Let's just do it. What's happening, brother? I hollered at you. How you doing? It's just a lot of silly stuff going on here. And we just, we lighten the YouTube streets with it. We're going to keep it real and copacetic because a whole bunch of foolishness. We just talking about a lot of stuff. He said, you know what I'm saying though, man? I tell you, I'm going to have to spit that realness. You get what I'm talking about? Then I know how to talk with etiquette if I need to. I'm not all like this kind of ghetto blaster. I know how to, be cool, but when you test my gangster, you understand what I'm saying? When you test my gangster, that's when you know what time it is. That's what people don't understand. I just had to tell a girl that today at the gas station. You got the wrong one, baby, but you can have the right one if you want to. Pick your poison, baby. You want to be treated like a lady, or do you want to be treated like a lot lizard? Pick one. That's what I'm saying here, because this thing here, I don't know what's happening, but I can tell when folks has been punks and lames half of their life. And they ain't used to nothing. You get what I'm saying? So you let a bull up in the china shop. What the heck you think gonna happen? They about to bust out. You understand what I'm saying? They about to buck wild. You understand what I mean? You come over here, Buck, and you about to get branded. You got the wrong one, baby. I don't play them games like that. Play it and see what happens. Because you remember back in the days, they say them words, and I ain't going to come off too deep like that on y'all, but you play the P and you get the F. Y'all know what that is. This is how you got to talk to some street ghetto trash out here, because people think that they running something new. What's up, Brother Payne? How you doing? He's up in the building. I'm sorry I missed you. That last live, I had popped off for a minute and I came back, brother, and you had came through, and I'm sorry that I missed you. I hope you're doing well. And I'm just straight shooting from the curb. You understand what I mean? I'm going in. You feel me? The mask comes off. It's time to the deal, the cards that faith has dealt me. You get what I'm saying? Because people don't seem to know who they're dealing with. I think everybody puts you in a little box. They come and check you out a little bit, and they think they know your dialogue. You understand? Nobody knows the blueprint. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows the blueprint. You got to be substantial and be about something. And I've been watching all these clowns come all up into people's lives, acting a fool, trying to bring a circus, playing games, trying to hurt and harm people. It's trash. We got to really do a lot better than what we're doing out here, because this is not just kids, playing. This is grown folks that are bullies behind the keyboard. And like I said before, anytime you got something going like that, you got to have a collective group of people to stand for the right thing. You know what I mean? Right from the curb, I'm a straight shooter. You feel me? Because everybody ain't been saved all the time. People make mistakes and they mess up. But when you got this game, silly stuff, you got to be careful with that. Because I've been noticing that a lot of this stuff out here is getting to be crazy. And people think that they can go over other people's spots and hang out and bring all that clown mess. Because I'm going to tell you something, too. I had somebody try me right here, right? And I enjoyed it because, see, they don't understand. I get paid for conflict resolution. So you can bring that here. Because, see, you understand, you met the right one. You met the right one. Yes, I'm here for that A. I can take you. I can take you. Bring you right on and see what's happening. You met the right one because see, I know that little dialogue and that little corny stuff that you're trying to play. So when you come running over here, because I'm gonna tell you what happened. This person is running around here like a virus. And like I said before, if you didn't have these little silly Willy Wonkers, he said, okay, that's right. There's so you know what it is, Marquise. Y'all know what it is. You got these little silly Willy Wonkers that's so desperate for a view and watch hours that they put up with anything. But I said like this, I already told you. Look here. There's some dirt in your pool. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's some dirt in your pool, and it's up to you to choose what you want to do with it. But don't bring it over here because you got some clown here that's running the virus all through here like they running the virus through a computer. And what they did was they tried to test me. You understand? They tried to test my gangster. You feel me? But when I got on, and I went in. I didn't give them no shine. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't give them no shine. I just was speaking on some matters. I bet you one thing, they ran their ASS back over there and removed that stuff from my community posts because they know I'm not the regular one you playing with in this little circle. You know what I'm saying? The merry-go-round, the seesaw go up and down, but damn it, if you get on this plane, you're gonna ride for a minute. You understand? I don't give a damn if you're on a jet. It ain't making no stops. So when you come over here, you know what it is. That's why you shut it down. And then they tried to pop up in the live because see, I didn't block them yet. I wanted them to come and see how long that dookie trail was going to be before I stop it up. You understand? You want to stick in it? You what? What? Let's be real. Let's go all the way out. You understand what I mean? We're gonna ride all the way out. Let's hit the highway freelance. You understand what I'm saying? Ride topless. You want to play over here? Come and play. But I bet you any amount of money, they took it down. Because, see, I wasn't playing. Oh, listen. Don't come on my page and be negative, quote unquote. I'll let you know. I'll email you later. I ain't emailing what? I'm about to tell you, gangster. You understand what I mean? You want to play with this? I'm coming to your yard. You get what I'm saying? People can take some flights. You understand what I mean? It ain't gonna be just no silly stuff where somebody do a little click on YouTube and block you and I'll let them back in after 15 minutes. Oh, give them 3 days in the timeout chair, you know, the potty chair. Man, listen, get up out of here. Get up out of here. I came in this horse, I'm gonna ride out. You understand what I mean? I'm Zorro. What? You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't care about none of that. These people out here is crazy. That's Rashimi. How you doing, sweetie? How are you? How are you? She probably don't know what we talking about over here, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's all real and it's all true. Ain't nobody upset. This is how we do it. You nip that in the bud. I'm not gonna sit up here and have nobody disrespecting nobody that I know, and then I'm gonna still hang with them after they were that disrespectful. You got to know what you're dealing with, and you got to nip it in the bud because if you play with it, it's gonna play with you, and everybody can't win in a game like this. That's why I keep trying to tell folks if you got something nasty going on, get it up. You know, just like if somebody sees some, you know, dirty muck in their swimming pool, they're gonna go and they're gonna get it out. But if you keep playing games with them kind of people and laughing and think they're going to keep going over here and going there, when I told you what was up with these folks, you're talking, oh no, I'm fine, I'm fine. Now the disease and spread it to other people, they ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? And this ain't just the regular, like, you know, the regular trolls that we got out here. This is somebody that's supposed to be a homie that done bugged out. And whatever situation that they're using to say that they're going through some medical problems, well, I tell you what, if you got something medical going on right now, if you want to set it straight, even though I ain't gonna fool with you no more, it's a wrap. But if you got something medical going on and you want to set it straight, you're gonna have to show me some pill bottles. I want to see something. I want to see. I was at the emergency room. I was in the psych ward. I'm taking Ritalin. I want to see it. Other than that, you're not gonna call me no B and whatever else you want to call, and then come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," because I don't play the bipolar and try to use them symptoms. Show me. Show me that you ain't well, and then I may give you some sympathy. And when I do, I still don't want to be bothered with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're liable to trip up again, you know, because I'm a repeat offender myself. You understand what I mean? So if you bug out like that and you've been doing it 2 and 3 days in a row, you may not be able to get right. Some people can't get right, you know, and it ain't no judgment there because I got a whole bunch of different people that I deal with in family and out of family that's going through something and they don't know how to get themselves right to be proper to deal with society and to deal with people in the right way. So you have to get them straightened out or you have to shut their butt down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? Corner Clubhouse. How you doing? Thank you so much for popping in. We are talking about some raw stuff, and I'm gonna tell you now. See, earlier when I had this live popping, I was sitting back. We were talking about raising the kids and having morals and values and our goals. And then, a circus came through and we had to do something with the clowns. So that's what we're doing right now. But earlier, we just had we kind of stayed on the level of talking about some, stuff that was just more kickback. But once you get these little clicks going, and like I said, I've been watching how people forming in these groups. And like I said before, didn't you have friends when you were a child? Did you get your childhood out? Because people sitting here with kids 18, 19 years old, and you're coming on here acting like a child and forming in cliques with other people. Some people need to get them a therapist. Some people need to see a psychiatrist. And some people need to get some medication, because I've been noticing with a lot of people, they're showing their ass. You get what I'm trying to tell you? And you come into the wrong place, because like I said, you're not in no competition with me. I don't give a damn about nobody's numbers. This is what I'm getting sick of too, because I was in this little Rudy Poot corny live yesterday, and this person is trying to act like they're big balls up in here. First of all, you ain't big balls nowhere. You understand? Because what's between your legs ain't for me. You get what I mean? So, but with that being said, you got the wrong one. You understand what I'm saying? This number has been disconnected. You get what I'm talking about? You ain't saying nothing. You're trying to sit here and look at why you got people in the live. Go to each person's channel and see how many subscribers they got. So whoever it is, the one that got the most subscribers, they're going to have the little after talk with you. The after talk about what? You ain't no damn Beyonce, buddy. And your content ain't all of that. You need to sit down. You got this thing twisted, and you're definitely not rich, because I can see your house. You ain't doing all that. You ain't rolling in no dough. You ain't breaking off no big YouTube coin. Yeah, because right now we got to be guarded. Guarded for what? Ain't nobody want you. Guarded for what? You ain't even made it nowhere yet. A few people see that you got something going on in YouTube and you monetize, and they see a commercial. Well, why are you walking down the street then? Damn it! If you got it going on like that, and you done went up there and you a trillionaire now, you ain't supposed to be around here no more. You understand what I'm saying? If you really clocking like that, oh, well, we got to talk on the side. Talk on the side of what? You ain't got nothing. And I said, you know what? For them kind of clowns like that, they ain't got to worry about me coming to the live no more. Working. Okay, sounds good, Black Widow. Thank you so much. I'm looking at this, and it's disrespectful when you got people and you're in somebody else's live, and they come in to see the person that's the host of that live, and then you got some clown guest on there trying to talk like they some big voucher. Man, you don't even know how to load up a 12-gauge shotgun. I rocks with a 357 myself. Don't play with me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Man, I laughed and I said, you know what? Let me get up off of this here. I'm looking at this. You need a shave. You understand what I'm saying? Your teeth yellow as butter. We're going to crack. We're going to come there. And you trying to say we got to exclude certain people. Certain people out of what? Damn it. I know you ain't talking to me, because I didn't come to the live to see you. You may be somebody's guest, but I came to see the host. And he ain't talking off the side of his damn neck. So I advise you to shut the heck up too. What are you talking about? Trying to exclude people out? Well, I got to let you know, because once I got half of the stories that person was telling was a damn lie. You understand what? That's what I'm talking about, Miss Quinn. You lying. You ain't no big balls. You're not even rocking like that. You don't even own the house you living in. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Everybody keeps talking about, well, I got a house. I got a house. Well, let me tell you this right now. If you are still financing the house and it ain't paid off, you don't own it. And you miss a couple of payments, they'll throw your butt right out. So you don't own a house. Hello, you don't own a house. And then guess what? Once you do pay the house off, you're lucky you still got all your teeth and ain't wearing diapers. And then guess what? They still want something from the government, the state. They want taxes. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Stop putting on these big old girl drawers and these men boxers that ain't got nothing in them. You get where I'm coming from? Y'all ain't playing no games here. Who, and what? Hey, what's up, Dark Side? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm just popping it off like I do. popping it off, darling. Thank you so much for coming in. The pleasure is mine. I appreciate you. But I just, we creeping through these YouTube streets and watching folks trying to, come up like they big voucher. I'm busy with this ting man. I'm big at, big up gal. Yeah, look at one. A look at something there. A look at soldier, man. I'm busy with this. Pues tú no sabes que yo lo dice un chiquita nena. ¿Qué fue? ¿Qué tú haces aquí? Vete para allá. Come on, man. You ain't got nothing over here. And it was so tacky for you to let somebody come in your life and disrespect other people when you're all broke and trying to act like y'all riches over somebody. The symptoms got me. God, oh, you already know, Miss Quinn. And I looked at that and I said, these people, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Quinn and my brother Maiden, but I got to chop this up right quick. You understand what I mean? What's happening, Adam? Ain't nobody playing no games here. People trying to come in like they rocking something. After you pay it, the government still owns it. There you go. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. And I got in this. Listen here. I went into this late live. He said, Rruk, I would never want to spit battle with you. Oh, I'm sorry, Maiden. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? This is what it do, y'all. This is what it do. Thank you so much, Black Widow. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. And you know how shady that is when somebody try to come and shit on your shoes. Let's just be raw. Come on now. Come on now. You already know who it is. And when you walk a dog, you got to have your pooper scooper. So, ain't nobody doing nothing over here. You get what I mean? And I was in this live. This was a live here late. The crack of dawn, late hours for whatever time zone, whoever was in. And you got a person that's talking in somebody else's live. And then gonna try to take over the live and tell who can't be there because I'm looking at your YouTube numbers and you're not on our level, so you can't be in this conversation, man. This is so. Oh, Maiden, I tell you, I promise you, it come right out the dome. I get it how I live, and I mean that honestly. I promise you. And I'm laughing at this clown because I'm looking. When the last time you shaved? You can't tell me that you about that big paper. You feel me? You got that big coin. You understand what I'm saying? I done seen something bigger in the can of iron and sausages, boy. You ain't came with nothing. Come on now. What are you talking about? And I thought that was so disrespectful. And I was hoping that the host would have said something for them to disrespect their guests like that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Maiden. You know what it is. Chapter of the book just for the lines alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. This is who I am. I promise you. I got my, way I behave in public and around kids, and I respect church and things like that. But when it comes to the gutter, man, come on, let's go. Because see, this is what's going to happen here. I ain't going to be in nobody's pit. You understand what I'm saying? But if you in the pit, I'll meet you where you at. But if you don't want the help, I ain't even going to throw you no flashlight, no candle, no matches. You hear me? Bye-bye. That's what you want. Da-da-da-da. Go ahead. And this fool gonna try to talk this, and I'm just looking at, and I watch, while he running his mouth, I decided to watch a few of his videos. And I'm looking at, I thought he was a client. No disrespect. What are you doing? What are you doing? Your drawers ain't that big. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking at your surroundings. The hair mattered, and you trying to say you in the big bucks, and you trying to come in somebody's live and tell other people because of their numbers. Well, whoever's in the live, I'm sorry, but you can't partake in this, because if your numbers are not 5 and up, then you can't be in the live. Okay? And how many did you have? She said, no apologies needed. Thank you, honey. She said, we have to start growing. Well, let's get it. Let's rock. Let's roll. You know what? I like reggae too. Ooh, let me dance to some salsa right quick. Come on. And I'm looking at this fool, and I said, this man gonna sit up here and come in somebody else's live. And he had to been talking about me, because you see where my number's at. I don't give a damn if they zero. I still got blood running through my veins. You understand? You talking all this stuff, and you probably don't make no more on YouTube than somebody getting some food stamps. Bye. Stop. Yeah, back it all the way up. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you with the booger in your nose. Yeah, you. What are you talking about? And I kept saying, this man must be crazy. And I'm checking out his, his little content and stuff like that. And I kept saying, people don't understand. There's a lot of ghost numbers out here. You get what I'm trying to explain to you? A lot of this stuff ain't adding up the right way. Because if you look at it, and then you're trying to show somebody some analytics that look like some kind of fake throwed up page there. Because see, I got somebody that know what this stuff means. You get what I mean? And we're looking at it, we're like, well, man, that ain't hitting now. That ain't hitting out. What's up, Marquise? You feel where I'm coming from? Trying to tell some other folks, well, but you can't if your numbers are such and such. Well, you ain't got much of nothing either, though. You mean to tell me right now that you can honestly go to God and tell him that he gonna let you into heaven because you got 7,000 subscribers and this person only got 3? Well, what God you serving? What's happening, Rob? How you doing? Thank you for coming in, brother man. And I'm looking at these people. Y'all better get yourself together out here because ain't none of you ready. Ain't none of you ready. All y'all running around here and shoving the SHIT. And y'all know what I'm talking about. That's all y'all doing is moving it from one space to the next, one space to the next. You ain't getting nowhere. You ain't nobody. And you ain't doing much. And I looked at that live, and once that kept going like that, and I noticed with the host barely made it, because with the host, the host of the place, his numbers was just over 5. Just over 5,000. So he made it by the skin of his teeth in his own live. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you got this other clown. Oh, well, they got a big channel. Well, I'm going to ask you a question. If you're popping like it's hot, you understand what I'm saying? If you drop it like it's hot, how come every time you have a live, it's only the same 20 people, but you got 20,000 subscribers? I didn't say 20,000 people active in your live. I said, you only got the same 20 people every time you do it. So you popping like that, like I said before, you're the equivalent of food stamps. So how can you be above somebody? Yes, fake. It's all fake. Rob, it's crazy. That's why I said you can't do this over here. You know what I mean? This is not what's happening. And I keep trying to tell you, once again, people come running over, and I'm gonna tell you, I had somebody that was in the live yesterday earlier, and I had a live earlier, and the person, this fool here was, and not to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna keep it raw. We had somebody in the live and they was going through something, and I did prayer with them, and a few other people did prayer. Then you get this clown that's jumping in from the circus, this big old nose coming up in here. Well, you need to pray. Well, let's pray. Do you even know what we're talking about? You just came in off the curb. Do you even know what we're talking about to come in here and tell somebody to do what, where, and how? Viewers from 6 to 8 have all these lurkers. That's what I'm saying. This is what I keep trying to tell people, that you got to remember, first of all, with me, I don't want to be loved by everybody. I just want to be loved. And if I only had 5 good people, and the hell with the money. Believe me when I say that, y'all got to really be clear. I hope y'all know who I am by now, because any of y'all right now that are doing YouTube, anybody, there's no way in hell that you would be able to be on here and have internet service and have time if you didn't have an income already before you start doing YouTube. There's nothing wrong with joining in, getting your watch hours, making it lucrative. But when you forget the difference between when you get ready to eat, is you putting the money in, when you get ready to eat, are you putting the food in your mouth or your ass? This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, donkey. You get what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted, because you're not popping like that. No, you're not fire. And a lot of people like to joke about fire. Well, catch up with the devil and see how you like that heat. Y'all bugging out. Y'all bugging out. Y'all bugging out. Y'all taking anything just to have something going. And like I said before, I was in the live yesterday, and I got somebody that's cool. I'm not saying that I promise you, I'm not calling nobody's name. I'm not the type to like to throw a rock and hide my hand. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to take whatever I'm supposed to take. You feel me? But I have somebody that has such wonderful content, and I wanted a few more people to see them. They're doing fine. They're perfectly fine with their channel. They're brilliant. You understand what I'm saying? A beautiful person. But I had somebody that had a live that had a few people going through there. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to send some people over to say hello. You get what I'm saying? Just to say hello, to give them a chance so that they, just so I wanted the people to see the person's content. The person did not ask me to send anybody. They had no idea what I was doing. And when I did that, I was calling somebody from my house that I was going to have drop the link for me. But I don't drop links in anybody's lives unless I get permission. You understand what I'm saying? And with that being said, somebody else jumped in with my idea, which was nothing. You understand? The bird could have, did that. And what happened was somebody else jumped in and took over what I was suggesting, and add 3 or 4 more people names to the list where they didn't even get to the person that I was saying, because they want to be the one that keep coming to everybody's lives trying to take over. There's nothing wrong with everybody in somebody's life talking, laughing, loving on each other, making friends. But when you get that damn desperate, you need to go and open up a damn store somewhere, because I thought that was trashy, and it was, it was crazy. You know what I mean? And I just felt like, wow, that was sad. It was pretty sad. And the thing is, there is no there's no harm or no fail or nothing like that, but I'm just saying in general. And like I said before, please, people, don't get your drawers in the bunch, because half the folks don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just mentioning this just for example, you know what I'm saying? And there's nobody here that is pertaining to what happened here. Anybody that's in here right now is not the ones that messed the whole situation up. So that's like I said before, I was talking to somebody else in a live, and 50 people ran to see what was going on. If I didn't say your name, I'm not talking to you. No disrespect. That's what the problem is. Sometimes people's noses are so damn big you can't see it. That's why Pinocchio nose used to grow. You get what I mean? Because a lot of people don't understand what's for you is for you, what's for me is for me. You get what I'm talking about? And a lot of people like to jump to conclusion because they don't seem to understand when it's time to mind your own business. Freaking video. I figured I was at least worth it. You way worth more than that, bro. I'll give you the last dime, man. You way worth more than that, Mr. Maiden. You know what I'm saying? You got that, brother. You definitely got that. But that's what happened with me, as I was saying in the live. I was in somebody's live, and I was trying to talk in a professional way because I wouldn't bring no drama to nobody else's live. And I was talking to Pacific people, and then people trying to jump in the Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor. That's how you get SHIT started, because you're not minding your business. Like if I read something in a live, if somebody says something like in a live, yeah, I just hit 10K, or I just had a baby, or I just had a grandchild, then that's for everybody. Hey, congratulations. Hey. That's not what that was. That was, yo, do this right quick and see what this is. And 5 and 6 people jumped in and messed up the whole message. That's all I'm saying. There's nobody in here that did that. I'm not talking to nobody specific out here, because people like to figure out and try to do things together. Listen to me. I was in probably about 5 different lives. You'll never figure it out. You'll never figure it out unless I tell you what it is, because it's not for you to know. That's what I'm saying. This is how you keep the drama down for these little small chickens popping around here. You know what I'm saying? They want to be a rooster. You get what I'm saying? But you're little chickies right now. Chill down and do your own thing. A lot of folks don't understand. I was in the live yesterday, the day before, and this person had probably the long live. They was running about 5 hours, and there was trolls all through the live, about 6 of them that just kept popping up. And this is a nice woman that was talking about some good stuff about God and things of that. And these people just kept coming in. And once again, I be in a whole bunch of different lives. And once I see a certain amount of people, because right now what I'm finna do, I'm finna back it all the way up. I didn't say. That's right, you can't. That's what I'm seeing. This is what I was saying, just like with that fat looking girl there. And I don't mean to talk bad about her, but she needs to be called out for who she is. Thick Bricks. I'll say it like that. I'm just gonna be raw. Thick Bricks was trying to throw some subliminal. You don't know how to talk that language. Tú no sabes que yo lo dice. You see what I'm saying? Vete para allá, nena. Tú no sabes que yo hable. You see, you can't do it. If you don't know it, back it all the way up. That's why I said you do not behave that way. And like I said before, I would never bring any drama to anybody's life. That's why I ain't apologizing to nobody, because I didn't do anything to apologize for. Yes, honey. I'll tell you half of brother, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what's finna happen right now. He says, "Yo, Obelisk, no." So crazy, made it. This is my brother right here. Girl, you have a mix-up race, man. Me a big up. Me a run to Brownstown. Me a come back to San Juan. Me a big up in America. Me go through the ting. I mix up there. Mixed race. That's why I say I'm global, and a lot of people don't understand that, because I'm all the way around, Rob. For real. I am mixed through it, the whole thing. And like I said before, every time you get on here and you try to put your best foot forward, somebody wants to bug out. You know what I mean? Even like I had somebody, how you doing? Oh, I'm feeling gay today. Oh, that's your sexual orientation? Let me tell you something. Mm, if you don't understand literature, take a course in etiquette, first of all. I'm gonna tell you, I'm straight up heterosexual. A man ain't got to throw a coat over a puddle for me. I can walk around it. I can go and get my nails done and then turn around and do an oil change and still drop it like it's hot. Hello, 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 hello. What? Oh, yes, a big girl, a big girl. I mean, I'm busy with the thing, man. I mean, I'm a silly girl. Me have to big up on for self. Blood clean, you know, say. What I go on there, so you want to eat up something there? You know, say what I go on there. Me look upon you. Pues tú lo sabes, ¿verdad, nena? Uh-huh. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? This stuff is crazy. Yes, it's time to expose the fakes and call it out. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, Rob, I'm at the point right now, real talk, everybody for real, for real. I ain't playing no games. Straight shooter. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't miss my target. You see me. You see me. You know what time it is. Just like right now, even though I'm not nowhere near that age or any type of stuff like that, I got my papers together here. You get what I'm trying to tell you? My family knows what's going to happen when it happens to me. If I get to the age, I get old, all that, I got my shit together. You get what I'm trying to tell you? You can't play this unless you know what time it is. I know that's right, honey. Catch what you can catch. See, I'm raised from a mixed race, and we had to know it all, cook all of the food, speak it, know it, do it. We couldn't just say, "Oh, I got a cousin down the street that hung with somebody that's from somewhere." No, no. You have to know, say who I this. You have to know, say who I this. You have to know, say what I dumpling. You have to know how to spin out the dumpling. You have to know, say me no believe in the duppy. You see, you have to know it. And then tú lo sabes que yo lo dice, yo voy para la tienda, yo quiero comida ahora. ¿Qué tú haces? Mira, morena, ¿qué hace? ¿Cómo está, tío? You see, you got to know it. You can't just say, "Oh, well, my aunt was half this." No, no, no. It was hard coming up, but I got it. Oh, thank you, bro. You know what's happening here. You know what happened. You know what it is. You know what it is, maiden. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We gotta do it like how we live. And this is what I'm trying to tell right now too. And I want to say this to anybody that know me. But there's two Pacific people. And once again, I don't like to throw a rock and hide my hand. But see, the audience is not mature enough for me to come straight shooter with them. You get what I'm saying? This is the chop, chop, chop crap. You can't be real with certain kind of people because they're under a level lower than a roach's belly. So you can't speak right to certain people because the comprehension is on a low level. So you can't say what you want to say. He said Tony Montana. Yes, yes. But it's few lives now that I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know mostly any of y'all that's seen how I get down when I come to somebody's live. I always greet the host. It says, "Say hello to my little friend. Dile yo amigo como está." Yes, 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 and more yes. You know what it is. And I'm gonna tell you, if y'all ever notice me in any of y'all lives, there's all my real homies here that ride or die folks that know what it is. He says, "I want to go play." Oh, yes, maiden. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. And I'm gonna tell you, usually when I come into somebody's live, I always greet the host and I greet as many as people as I can. I make one or two comments, I throw some thumbs up, and then I chill back. You get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to flood the comment section. And there's some people I might have a little convo with, but I don't get down too raw and too racy. I'm not saying that I can't. I just don't. But I tell you right now what I'm finna do. There's going to be certain lives that I go to and I'm finna shut it down. You get what I'm saying? I'm finna shut it down and I'm getting ready to start when I see certain people at certain people lives, I'm out. I'm out. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, you don't shit where you lay your head at. You get what I'm saying? The only ones that I know really that do that is hamsters. You get what I'm trying to say? No shade, because I used to have all them kind of pets and stuff when I was coming up. But I'm not with that. I'm not gonna keep on going to people's lives, and every time you go to their lives, you got somebody trying to take over and run the whole show and bug all out, and then they got their little friends that come in, and then they all act silly in some kind of little clique, and these people all 40 and 50 years old like kids. Stop. Stop. You're past them days. You can not saying that there won't be no kid in you and you can't have no fun, but it's getting crazy. And I'm starting to see that in so many lives. So what I'm finna do is I'm finna, as they say, capital letter C my way out. Not the S. Not the S. C my way out. And I decided that I'm going to stop doing that all the way around because I've been, like I said, I got plenty of people lives that I've been going to, and it's been a lot of craziness going on. I had one live that I was trying to have them drop the link for somebody's birthday for that actually it was the host's birthday, and these people got it twisted up and changed the name to one of their family members that got a birthday 2 days or 3 days before or 3 days after, and I'm like, why y'all like kids? Yes, you know what it is, Marquise. Ain't nobody playing no games. See, sometimes you got to meet people where they at, like I said before, because they think somebody playing with them. And see, when you come with that pow pow bang bang, they don't know what time it is, but they look at you. Well, what she was just talking about God, yeah, and is and does and why, yeah, and what does that got to do with it? It's because I say a word here and there. That means that's going to stop me from going to heaven. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna put it this way: unless you're God, be quiet. Be quiet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm responsible for my salvation. You understand what I'm talking about? And like I said before, I got on my big girl panties, but I do like my thongs. How about that? And I mean that. G strings too. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, she bugging out? No, she's a woman. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Folks don't get that though. He said, I am doing 2 lives a week, eventually once a week. Yes, he said, but they are dumb if they these people from the community. These folks ain't hitting on nothing. These people ain't hitting on nothing. That's what I'm talking about, Marquise. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I keep trying to tell people, mess around and test the gangster. That's all I'm saying. I had to set this chick straight earlier, and she thought she was trying to do a little something up in the gas station. I was very polite, as I am for real, the real me. And then she tried to say a little slick stuff, and the only thing I did is I looked at her and I said, "Don't test my gangster." You understand what I'm saying? That's all I said. And she looked at me and got her shit together quick because she already seen in my eyes what it was gonna be. You understand what I mean? See, you got to, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You got to know who you dealing with and who you coming for before you pop off because you don't know how people get down. You know what I mean? It's people think that they can run up on something because they can size you up. You get what I'm saying? And just like with me, by me talking the way I talk and keeping it real, a lot of people may think, oh, well, Rruk got a big mouth. Or Rruk tell everything. Or Rruk, you can't confide in Rruk. And you know what? To be honest with you, it's the total opposite. Very loyal, very dedicated. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes my right hand don't know what my left hand is doing. Sometimes my right hand will reach in my pocket and slip a mint in my mouth, and my left hand has no idea what is going on. Do you understand what I mean? Come on, y'all. Let's be real with it. Yes, yes, yes. Fake. That's what I'm saying. And it's time to stop playing. It's time to go and get these clowns and put them back in the circus. Because the way they doing it, and with a good Judy of mine had a nice live, but there was too many clowns, and I promise you, there's a lot of these clowns that are kids. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you what I did with one of them. I seen him. He was in one of my I got a few different friends that's not around this crowd of people that I deal with, and she wanted me to come over there and be like executive mod because she was having a whole bunch of problems. And one of the guys was saying, "Damn baby, I can't wait to slip my hand up your shirt. Ooh, I'm finna put my hands." He was talking all, trying to be sexy, throwing it to the left. He said, "Just because you're nice and love Jesus Christ, and it's getting, yes, you." Get help. David killed Goliath. That's what I'm talking about. That slingshot. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. They get it twisted. That's exactly what I'm saying, Marquise. Everybody be thinking because you be talking just like our lady, Miss 50, she don't play with it. She'll tell you, I got a little surprise for you. And that's exactly how I might pull a Glock out, you know what, down there. You know what I mean? Little Judy downstairs. You know what I'm trying to tell you, honey? I know how to hold a blade. Don't get me? Let me tell you. I know what time it is. You understand what I'm saying? I know what time it is. I could be with you chilling, hanging, and hold a blade all hours. You understand what I'm saying? I know how to put a Glock up there. You get what I'm saying? It ain't about, oh, you've been there, you used up, you dog out. No, it's not. A woman got a uterus. You understand what I mean? A woman got a uterus. There's a lot can happen down there if you know how to handle yourself the right way when you need to. You get where I'm coming from? Ain't nobody playing with that. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Miss Quinn. Ain't nobody foolish. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Why you think they got such elaborate stuff when you go to the airport? You know what I mean? To scan you because they already know a woman got more than one pocketbook. Hey, hey, hey. Let's be real. Wake up, wake up. Oh, did I say something wrong? Oh, that, yeah, and did, and will. Yes, I know what time it is. You got to watch how you deal with people. I remember when me and a family member, we had went to a store and it was, later, and we usually don't go to that store. And some crazy clowns tried to run up on us. Well, one guy. Yes, LOL, yes, Rob. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't understand what's going on here. They don't understand, and he already knew. Soon as he looked over, I said, "Honey, listen, here we go again. Here we go, my friend. Hey, happy girl, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in, boo." And do amen, Miss Quinn. Amen, Miss Quinn. What's happening, happy girl? What is happening with you, pretty mama? I hope you're doing well. I thank you so much for stopping in, darling. We is just getting it in. We keeping it one. No, we gonna go $1.50. I want a little bit more money than that. I want to go $1.50. Yeah. We up at the $1.50. We at the casino now, y'all. Come on. Let's have some fun. This is what I keep trying to tell you. People ain't ready for the real world. And like I was telling you too, Rob, I had to go back and check this name out and find this name and stuff because I didn't know this person from a can of Oops paint. You feel me? So I had to go back and track their name down. That's why I couldn't tell you who this particular person is. But I don't think it's nobody that's coming through to you, but I still think you should know just in case they ever try it. But I'm going to tell you what happened. When I came on here and I said pow, pow, bang, bang with the 12 gauge, verbally, they somehow went over and snatched that down. You understand what I mean? Because see, I wasn't coming in here coddling nobody. You understand what I mean? If your mama didn't breastfeed you, that's your problem. You get what I'm saying? That's your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. If you didn't get what you needed from your mama, you definitely ain't gonna get it over here. You may need to get yourself, like I said, you want to go lay up on somebody's leather couch, or do you want to go 6 feet deep? Which one do you like? Which one would be the fun for you? Which one you want? You get what I'm saying? He said, Rruk got it turned up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maiden. I can't help it. Because you got to stop playing with these people. We already did this. Like I said before, yeah, I like a little bit of salsa. I want to hear some reggae. I like rock, because rock was something that we used to listen to in the morning getting ready for school. Led Zeppelin, honey. Let me let it rip. You feel me? But see, with me, being mixed, I like some of everything. We used to have an old song when I was younger, and they used to play it, and a lot of people didn't understand it when I used to sing it, because see, I used to hang around the old heads. You know what I mean? They used to call me an old soul because I used to rock with the old folks and learn more. And like with me, any young one that's in my life, I want them to know something wiser than their years. Has been amazing. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it, happy girl. We got some clowns up in here. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, Marquise. Let's just get it how we live. You understand what I'm saying? People do not understand what I'm talking about. See, I'm going to tell you what road I walk down. And I tell you, one thing about it, when you're dealing with God, it's always going to be light. You understand what I'm saying? There's always going to be light. And let me tell you, I had, I'll say probably about maybe 6 months ago, I like to do a lot of crafting. So I bought this big mirror that was probably about 4 feet tall, and it was pretty heavy, but it had something wrong with it and they marked it down. So I got it and I was planning on fix it, but the way I picked it up, it fell and it hit my foot. And it cracked it all the way down to the white meat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Went to the emergency room. They stitched me up, but something didn't look right. And I kept telling them something didn't look right. Let me see what she said. Oh, she's talking to Rob. Okay. So I got home here and I kept saying, what you going to do about it? And I healed it myself. But that was my faith and certain tools that I used that was from a potato. And then believe me, I promise you, I wouldn't lie to you. From a potato. And always keep the memories. Amen. To you, yes, that's what I said. Blessings to her, honey. Get with it, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm having fun right now. Even though there's some clowns that we're discussing, they ain't stopped nothing. You understand what I mean? They ain't stopped nothing. And like I said before, here we go again. Here we go again, my friend. Here we go. I run into people now still. Oh, well, what's your New Year's resolution? Let me tell you one damn thing about New Year's resolution. If you ain't gonna do it, stop lying. Stop lying. It- exactly. If you ain't got no real goal, you're lying before you even say it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, me too. Casinos is popping, girlfriend, Miss Black Widow. And this is the thing: set realistic goals. What do I mean by that? Because you start saying all of this stuff and you already know. Yeah, yes, set some smart goals. Yes. You know what I mean? And with that being said, okay, what happened? What do I mean when I say set smart goals? Okay, I'm sitting here, right? Yes. You yeah, you're sitting here, right? And they're getting ready to drop the ball. So right now, right now, it's 11:50. Why am I going to sit here saying that my goal is to lose weight for the new year when I was still fat at 11:50 and sitting here with a bunch of ho-hos and chocolates? Why bother lie? Why bother lie if you already know that you was fat 5 minutes ago? The new year blasting it ain't changed nothing. You get what I'm trying to tell you? You didn't have nothing planned because you start lying to yourself. So now you done join the gym now. See, now you done join the gym, and then you get mad because you realize you're spending $50 or more a month for the gym and only been there one time. Let's stop playing with it. You understand where I'm coming from? Be for real about what you're saying and your intention. What I'm supposed to be doing? Or what I'm supposed to do with your damn line about losing weight? First of all, okay. But what is a realistic goal? Clean your damn basement out. How about that? That's a realistic goal. Clean your damn basement out. Brush your teeth. You understand what I'm saying? Every time I talk to you, something in there when you smile. You get what I'm trying to explain to you? Set realistic goals. You understand? Your car is dirty. Vacuum it out. Because you know you ain't trying to lose no damn weight because you're eating some food right now. It ain't going to digest in your system if it's 11:50 now and you talking about at 12 o'clock I'm finna lose weight. You're going into it fat. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I keep saying. I'm not gonna make no. I'm sorry, Miss Quinn. You know what I mean? You ain't playing with nobody. We ain't playing no games here. And I keep trying to tell people that you got to be on a real tip or on some dumb tip. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. She said he's taking on the diet. He's healthy. That's what I'm saying. But if you know you ain't gonna do that, then make the goal of brushing your teeth. He said it starts at home. I know that's right. But if you ain't gonna do the real stuff, do something reasonable for your lying clown life that you're living when you know you're faking the funk. You're not gonna do that, so do something. Well, what's that? Clean your closet out then. You know what I'm saying? He said every time you smile, I see something in your teeth. That's what I'm saying. Get to the dentist. This is what I'm talking about. That's why I keep saying with people, you don't make realistic goals. And I was talking about this earlier, and I was getting deep into it about with our kids. A lot of people play play games with their kids when you go to the store. Now you know damn well you might be running up in that store with an EBT card or limited funds. Why are you going to promise a child that you're going to buy them something when you know you ain't even got enough left on your card to even get the bread and milk that you came in the store for? Why? So what's the game plan? Oh, well, if you act right, then I'm going to get you a doll or a truck. Okay. Now you're saying that. So this is what you do. You get in the store, right? And you get that doll or that truck and you let the child play with it so that you can shop. Now you was only supposed to be going in there for two things. So if you done ran down a few extra aisles, then you're window shopping at this point. But you done told the child they're going to get a toy. So now they're begging you to go over to the toy aisle. So you get to the toy aisle, right? All of a sudden, you grab a toy for them to play with so you can stroll around the store, which you're supposed to be just getting a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. By the time you get ready to get up to the register, you're going to take that toy and stick it somewhere. You know why? Because you didn't have enough money to buy it. You already know the child done slobbed on it and played with it. So you already set yourself up for failure in the lie right there. Plus, you ain't got no control over your damn kids. Because, see, I haven't played that game before. I'm trying to explain to you. Anything that you hear me talk about, I live it, done it, we'll do it again. You get what I'm saying? I've been there, done that, tripping on it, falling on my own sword. Yes, it is. And I'm telling you, sometimes too, when we get in here with these kids, sometimes you play yourself too, because what happened? Or you running, trying to run and hurry up and go to the store, and then you got your kids crying in the store, and then you get mad because somebody looking at you. But the reason why the child is crying because you didn't try to fix them nothing to eat before you left the house. Somebody got on a wet pamper, and then you know you ain't brushed your teeth. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So how do you think a kid is supposed to act if you done brought them out in them conditions? Even if you came to the store, I don't care if you on a bus, bike, walking, you're going to have to, especially if you got certain stuff in your carriage and something might be go bad because you got milk or whatever, you're going to have to go to a cashier and say, can you hold on to the carriage for a minute, walk outside, go in the bathroom, and get the child straightened out. But see, you let them behave like that at home, so they're not going to come in the store with no sense. You're going to sit your butt here in the chair and yell, okay, little moo-moo, go upstairs on mommy dresser and get her blunt and her lighter. So you figure when you tell him that, father, Brian, go in there and get me a beer. He's 5 years old. Go in there and get me a beer. And then you expect him to have some kind of conduct and behavior when he's going to school or when they're out in public in the store, because you let them do what they want at the house, so they ain't got no values. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about here when we do this with these kids and stuff. You know what it is. She said, I always watch my 600-pound life. Yeah, that's bad. That show was crazy. He said, LOL, I am sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry, Marquise. But you know the truth, though. You coming in there, you got on funky bedroom damn pajamas. You know you done laid with somebody last night, juice dripping all down your pant leg. He know his underwear stuck to him because he know he ain't bathed. You're laying up and then going to try to run up and stand up in Walmart line with an attitude, smelling like all kinds of bedroom deals. You know what I'm trying to tell you, man? Wake up. And then you got the kids. Y'all done laid up here and tussled and got your sheets all wet. And then your kids come running, jumping into bed. Are we playing here? Are we crazy? And then you wonder why your kids all jacked up. What are we doing? Then you just lay up and they're talking about, yeah, we dropped it like it's hot. Yeah, we had the headboard rocking. And then your kids come and get into bed. So what are they laying up on? Did you even wash yourself before you went out to Walmart? You got your titties hanging down like cow udders. What are we doing? Come on. I'm sorry. What are we doing? Think about it. Come on now. You know what time it is. You know what you did. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you laying up with Jack tonight and it'll be Randy tomorrow, whatever it is. But you know what you did. What are you doing? And these kids when they come to school, a lot of them don't come with their own personality. They come with the behavior and the conduct from the household they came from. So when you seeing this little 5-year-old boy or 5-year-old girl, and you looking at their drunk uncle, their cracked out mama, or whoever that showed them that lifestyle, and then they come to school acting a fool, and then you wonder why they can't sit in the chair, why they can't sit still. Look at the environment where they come from. They probably didn't even have nothing to eat either. Oh, thank you, happy girl. You're so sweet. Thank you. You got to put it down. You got to lay some foundation. You understand what I'm saying? You want to build your house on sand? Yeah, run it up in Walmart. And I know y'all seeing people wear them funky pajamas, and I'm so tired of it. I am so tired of it. You be looking like you just rolled out the bed, sleet all in your eye. You understand what I mean? Stains on your clothes, and then you wonder why people looking at you when you came in there with a show. You understand what I mean? They just ain't paying. That's why they're looking at you. And then don't try to get mad because your kids in the store acting the fool. They're just emulating what they learned from the house. You taught them nothing. Very low values, cussing and carrying on. And I remember seeing this woman here. And it was so sad. She had this little boy. She had popcorn bags on the top of their head. Yes. And you remember Monique brought that up, Marquise. Remember she brought that up about people at the airport? You know what I mean? Like, you're so much like my grandma. She said it like it is. Oh, thank you, Miss Betty. Thank you so much. Marquise know what I'm talking about. Coming there with, that little bit of dry crust in the corner of your mouth. Ain't paying. Say it ain't paying. Trying to talk to somebody and get mad at the cashier, breath smelling like dookie, the back of that cavity. You know what I'm trying to tell you? You know you ain't well. Trying to get mad, talking about this one lady, she killed me and tried to get her boyfriend to back it up. Well, I got a coupon, and the lady said, but we don't really do coupons here at Walmart. And y'all know that. Anybody know that? Rruk? They don't really have coupons at Walmart. You know what I'm talking about, Marquise. You know what I'm saying? And then he tried to get loud. His breath was smelling like a toilet stool. And you trying to come in here, y'all got on dirty pajamas, kids' hair all matted, and you trying to argue at somebody, and then you trying to pay for trying to get a flat screen TV for this dude so that he can watch the football game and using an EBT card that ain't got no cash on it. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You ain't doing nothing. You showed up here and you showed out and what? And what? Kids crying, Pampers all wet, hanging all between their legs. Y'all came in with an odor. Oh, man, and I told you I'd be checking this out, and I promise you, this stuff that I be seeing, yo, it be for real. You come in here like a whole circus, and then you wonder why. What is it gonna take you to take the time if you got a child in the store crying or something? Take them over there and get them straightened out. But see, they ain't getting straightened out at the house. So why they gonna act any different in the store? He said toilet stool, yes, dookie breath, yes. Y'all know what that be with them kind of people that come through there, and then they get mad because you ain't putting up with it. And I remember some guy that just tried to get in line behind me breathing. I told him, you better move. It ain't got nothing to do with no C-19. You better move. He said, udders and toilet brews. Yes. I said, yeah, speaking the truth. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And be coming in and acting the fool. And let's go to this one right quick. Now, I know a lot of people, they don't like to back up this far to the curb, but I'm going to park on the curb. You understand? There ain't going to be no room on the sidewalk for nobody to walk by because I'm going to get ready to get on this right quick. Black Lives Matter. Well, you mean to tell me that you guys are campaigning talking about Black Lives Matters when y'all the ones killing each other? Most of you. Let's keep it real. Black Lives Matters. Well, I thought all lives matter. If you're going to lay down a foundation about that, you better know what you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're going to put down that foundation, you better know what you're talking about, because half the folks that's running their mouth saying this stuff ain't got no content. You ain't even wanting to talk. Black Lives Matter. Well, what are you talking about? Black Lives Matter for what? Well, first of all, this lady here, they did an interview with a few mothers that the kids was, died due to gun violence. You got your son here, 26 years old. You every bit out of your mind right now. The lady saying, but listen, ma'am, we're supporting you, and we understand that your son, he was killed by a police officer, right? And just because of what race the police officer is, what does that have to do with it? Your son went in that bank and he asked one of the cashiers to get some money out. And when that person was getting the money out, somebody else just, they just coughed, and he shot like 3 people. So when the cops came, they told him to put his gun down and lay on the floor. He started shooting at the cops. What does that got to do with color? Your clown son that's coming from the house that's keeping you high came up in the store because of how you raising them, walking around with see-through nightgowns on. You understand what I'm saying? Smelling like fish laid up with some man ain't taught him even how to take out the damn trash. And you want to say Black Lives Matter? Well, what lives matter? Because I'm orange. So what do I get? What category am I in? Do you understand what I'm saying? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? You ain't talking about nothing, because you're the ones that I have more problems with you than somebody that's green. You can't use that statement. All lives matter. Do you understand? And I tell you, I promise you, I listen to different people's religions, but I don't go by a religion. I don't go to church to get a religion. I go to serve as a fellowship. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I listen to something from Jehovah's Witness, Farrakhan, and just like Farrakhan said, y'all divided. You're divided. Do you understand? People don't understand the realness when you watch movies, because everybody's so busy trying to place things on color when they don't even value themselves. You can't say that when you treating each other worse than anybody else, and then when somebody come in from another color and do something, you want it to stand out. You know what I mean? The elephant in the room, when you've been the clown in the circus all the while. You ain't saying nothing. Y'all need to sit back and oh, you want to join? I ain't joining the damn thing. Ain't no blind. Well, you might be. Ain't nothing. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. Don't even look at me and tell me what color I am. It's a color. What's a crayon? A marker? Because yes. Control is not equal to race. Yes. Against money. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Y'all can't run that game on me. Now I get a lot of people that basically be trying to, pinpoint something like that. But you're not talking about nothing. You're not from nothing. And you got this one here. Well, listen, y'all. We got to have a meeting. The child is acting up on the bus. You call the mama to the bus. She gonna try to come out there and fight the driver and the monitor. But why is your child got a blunt in their backpack? Even if they're not old enough to know what it is, how did they get access to it? Because that's what you have in your house. Oh, they said that because they was this color and because we this color. What does that have to do with what color anybody is if your child is sitting here explaining what's happening in their house? You can't blame that on nobody. That's up to you. You didn't do right. Why does the kids got to be sitting in front of Peppa Pig all the time? Watching TV and learn the alphabets. Why you can't take some time and sit down with your own children and teach them? It's okay if you got a nice program the kids want to watch and stuff, and that give them something educational to do while you in here frying some chicken or whatever you cooking. But sometimes you have to be proactive with your kids. He says, I'm a bunker in his backpack. Hey, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Maiden. You just as crazy too. Talk about me. You on one too, man. You know what it is. You ain't doing nothing. What you doing? Laying up in the bedroom all day. The kids is coming to you asking for food and stuff, and you tell them to come back after, and then you wonder why the kitchen toe up down there. They hungry. You in the room laid up. You ain't taught nobody nothing. Why do they have to learn everything? And then you try your best to get mad and try to fix your mouth to try to cuss out some teachers and tell somebody off when your kids is coming from the product that you put down. The teachers ain't gonna teach these kids how to balance no checkbook. The grown, I had some family members that just graduated through, during this COVID thing here, C-19. They didn't teach that in school. You're not allowed to. Well, they don't do on the prejudices of the flag. They don't allow you to teach them about God in school. So you got to do it at home if that's what you want. For 8 hours, it's just an 8-hour daycare, and that's the reason why so many mothers got mad because they had to homeschool their kids. Now here we go. What's happening with the homeschool? For first of all, child, if they wear uniforms or if they go to a school they don't wear uniform, you need to be dressed appropriately in front of that computer and the other 30 students or how many in your class. Nobody do not want to see you throwing up gang signs, holding up a blunt in the background and swearing and laughing while you got your homeboy sitting over here and you in math class. Teachers, come on now. Come on, put a bra on. Put a bra on. Hello, teacher. Why is your husband walking in the background in his boxers? Hello. What are we doing? Everybody got pissed off about having to take care of their own damn kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, they got mad about it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, pre-retirement. Yes, you know what it is. You know what it is. And then, what's sad about it, too, because sometimes kids act a fool and got good parents and vice versa. But you already know, I promise you, they had some guy that was here. I don't know what it was on, but it was on YouTube. He was selling IEP addresses so that people can get on while folks is having actual class. Teachers was teaching, and they would jump on and act a fool and cuss and swear. But see, this is what you're allowing when you ain't running stuff right. Somebody was talking. Yeah, and what was that teacher saying to her husband? Get the kids in front of the computer. In the background, telling all their business to the world. Yes. He's saying it. And I promise you, even what she said to her husband, the teacher, what's up, Poppy? You talk, yeah. Yes, yeah. Her husband, one teacher. Yes. Yeah, the teacher was doing the class, and her husband, was saying something, and she's talking about, yeah, Daddy, I'm having a rough day, Daddy. You teaching the class of like 32 kids, and you talking about Daddy? You already laid that pipe before you got on the camera. What the hell are you talking about? Did he get in the shower? Are you getting in the shower? Talking about, yeah, Daddy, in front of the whole class. I said, this is a trip. Hey, Judy, how you doing? What do you mean, hey, Daddy? Didn't you just get out of bed with him? And then you want the whole class to see that you're talking about something frisky to the class? And I promise you, a lot of these teachers too, if I would have, been the type that really dove into it, a lot of them would have lost their jobs because these teachers was uncouth. Do you understand what I'm saying? People standing there with no bra on, and laughing and talking and gulping down coffee and burping and farting and ain't teaching the kids nothing. And somebody asked you, can you repeat this again? And it was turned up. Women was mad. Kids was getting abused extra. People was complaining about the food in the house because now the kids is home all day. They're eating more. But the thing is, when they was in school, they was getting free lunches. So you mean to tell me you ain't got no extra peanut butter and jelly around here? You don't know how to go to the store and get a loaf of bread? Come on now, even if you putting together some spam sandwiches, come on, mama, are you in the kitchen? Where daddy at? But I bet you one thing, he got a 6 pack of beer and you got you some weed. I bet you that though. Yeah, it's the real. You know what I'm talking about, maiden. You trying to act like you can, you not. I can't do this. I can't have these kids here. Wait a minute. Did you say that when you was in the bed? I thought y'all said that headboard was rocking. I thought you said he liked eating under two-legged table. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I thought he had something bigger than a vine and a sausage. You didn't say that then, though, did you? I'm being raw. I don't care. I don't care. You didn't say that then. So now that you got your own kids that you should have been part of teaching something to anyway, why are you bugging out right now? You understand what I'm saying? Why are you bugging out right now? That's the stuff that I don't understand. How do you expect somebody to parent your kids for you? And teachers are not responsible for all that slack and all of that way. You need to do something. Just like this girl told me, she said, well, I don't know what to do. He said the two-legged table, yes. You know what I'm talking about, Megan. Yeah. It was okay then, but you wonder how the kids got here though, huh? Headboard rocking, yeah. The screws all popped out, yeah. And then what happened 9 months later? Yeah. Did you get a new headboard or you brought a child in the world? Keep it real. That's right, the school. That's right. They ain't your baby daddy. How do you get mad and gonna say, I am pissed off? Now I know I heard some other women talking that got together. I had to do a little extra shopping now because usually, look, I send in lunch to school. So that means I usually send in lunch. But you didn't have to buy anything extra because if you feed the kids and they send lunches to school, that means you should have the same food in your house. People just didn't want to be parents. Yes, it made, and that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying here? Let's keep it real. How are you getting mad? I'm tired of these damn kids. They here all day. Well, where else are they supposed to be at? Where are they supposed to be at? Because a lot of these folks sending, just like Marquis said, send these kids like it's an 8-hour daycare, and some of them ain't going to work, school, cleaning up, nothing. Just laid up all day and ain't doing nothing and got mad because they have to take care of their kids and keep them home to save their life. What are we doing? And then a lot of kids was being abused and stuff because I heard a lot of crazy stuff in the background when I had family members that was doing school online. It was off the chain. Be at school. That's right. They're supposed to be at school. You understand what I mean? These kids was off the chain, and you can hear their mothers in the background. Say, oh dang, I didn't sign up to be a parent. Yes, that's exactly what it is, matey. Soon as you got something serious to handle, and just like this girl said to me here, this was some years ago. She said that her son was staying back in the 11th grade. Now I'm gonna ask y'all. We're gonna go in and out, y'all. We're gonna pull out a double-edged sword and we're gonna swing it like we a knight. Okay, right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. She said, "Well, my son is staying back, and I'm pissed off about it." Well, first of all, let's do this. Let's just be real now. He's in 11th grade, so he was about 17 and a half. Okay. You mean to tell me if your son was failing in school, you didn't know it? Now let's get slick. Now we're gonna go two ways with this. Let's have the two ears for a reason, okay? And the one mouth. Now listen, we know kids, right? First of all, anytime anything going down with your kids like that, they're gonna be calling you in to the school. They're gonna be sending letters home. But we got the slick kids now. Let's go with the slick because I know what the slick is. This child is intercepting the mail and they're intercepting the phone calls, right? So the teacher is not able to get in touch with the parents. But what I want to say on that other half, now let's go back to the other half. How come you haven't been involved anyway, though? Did you ever even meet the teachers that's around your kids? Your child has been in this math class for a whole year and you never met the teacher. If you got some kind of dialogue and you know how slick kids can be, you should have a way that they can contact you. So when you got your little child, your kid's acting a fool, sound like somebody tried to have a little something to drink, look like he might be smoking weed, hanging with the wrong crowd. So you know that if you had a relationship with their teacher, the way you supposed to have the parent and teacher conferences, they wouldn't have been able to pull that on you. Now, I know the kids are slick, though, because I done hid some letters and stuff and act a fool in school. I know, I'm capable. I've done that. But I know being a parent, you have to be proactive because your kids can be slicker than you. But if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a parent, that child ain't even going to be able to slide that. There ain't no checkmate. This ain't no chess game. I already talked to your teacher. They said that you've been acting a fool. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Don't lie. Oh, I don't know because I was doing the work. No, 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 no. I already had a conference and you didn't even know I was at your damn school, Brian, Sandy, Mary. I already was at your school. Oh, well, that. Yeah, yeah. You tried to intercept the mail. You tried to erase the messages. But see, you know what? I'm Tonka Bill, and I'm about to put my foot up your ass. You want to play with it? You get what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing. But see, when you got those parents that's not involved at all, they get played. Just like I know a lot of folks and a lot of kids, they get, they may leave home with one outfit on. They get with their little friend and put on a little tight something, a little short skirt, and go hang out and chill. And you don't be knowing what's going on. You know why? Because sometimes your kids will play you, but when you a parent like that, see, I don't stock them. I don't stock kids. You ain't telling me I'm going to the basketball hoop or I'm going to over here with the girls and boys club. Let me see you there. Let me see you there. Why aren't you dropping them off there? Why aren't you calling up there to see if they attend that program? Because see, you their mama and their daddy, their uncle, whoever their guard and their grandmama. Did you know that you ain't seen that child since 6 something this morning? Aren't you worried about where they at? You're just letting them do anything. I don't give a damn how old they are. They're 17, they got a car. I don't give a damn they ain't grown. They ain't grown. I don't care if they got a car and they can drive and I give them a little trust. Well, maybe you're giving too much. Maybe you're doing a little too much. And that's what the problem is. Maybe you're trying to be too much of a friend. Shut it down sometime. I remember I just went to a doctor's appointment. And soon as I got in the doctor's appointment, I sat down. Everybody, people looking like Tales from the Crypt on a cell phone. Ain't had nothing. And I said, no, you know what? I ain't even pulling my phone out because I've been guilty of doing that. Let's change the beat, y'all. We like the boogie. There's all kinds of music to listen to. Change it up sometime. What are you talking about? Why do you keep blaming other people for what you've done? Sometimes you got to check yourself. Because a lot of times I can kick my own ass. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to get myself together, y'all. I promise you. I have to go past being humble. I have to go through great humility where I bring myself down to that ugly. At my age, yes, I do that cry. Yes, I do. Because I know that I'm feeling myself and I'm going up too high and I need to come back down. So when you have kids, you have to bend the sap before the sap bend you. You know what I mean? You can't. There's too much people giving it away. And I promise you, I know that there has been a lot of kids out here that's been real clever. Because I know somebody that hid a pregnancy for 8 months. Well, what kind of parent was it? Well, this parent was a good one. Mama and daddy both in the house, decent, seemed to be all right with the Lord. The child just was able to play the game. So, we ain't gonna knock the parents for all of that. But for the most part, a lot of times people ain't paying attention. I want to go in there and ask my daughter, I see your pads, it's looking like you ain't been using them. What's happening? What's happening? Talking to the son. Okay, you big enough, but you've been taking too many damn condoms. How many people you running around with? Are you thinking about STDs that you can catch even if you're wearing a condom? Crabs, herpes? You understand? Human papillomavirus? There's a lot of diseases that you can get just by kissing and drinking behind somebody. Are you paying attention? See, sometimes you got to ride the boat. You understand what I mean? You got to let them know that you've been here already. You understand what I'm saying? Back it all the way up. I already know what time it is. That's why I'm older than you. I've been there, done that. So when you know that about yourself, you got to be able to teach them something because there's no need to call them. And the thing is, too, when you get a brand new baby, you don't know what the hell to do for really. Come on. But I tell you what, you can do a lot better than that, though. We can all do a lot better than that because when you give them too much freedom, there's a problem. There's a problem because they don't have no kind of circumstances or nothing to fear because they're able to do what they want all the time. So when you give them too much of it, then you give them enough rope, they're going to hang themselves. And when you're not involved there and telling them what to do and keeping an eye out on what they're doing, they're going to be like, my dad cool, my mom cool. But how cool is cool, though? How far do you go when you're not paying attention and you don't know what's happening under your nose? Now, I ain't going to lie. Kids are slick. I ain't going to lie now. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your part that you failed. You get what I'm saying? Your part that that you failed. People at the school. I know that's right, Bert. That's why I keep saying we can't let the kids fall on their own sword in some areas that we could have done better. You know what I mean? Oh, he's me too, so cute. Oh, what's that one? That's Bert number 8912. You were so crazy. I love it. I love it, man. You off the chain. You know, and like I said before, now I'm gonna tell you, Miss Echo and a few other ones were in my life earlier, right? So I went like this, y'all, because a lot of people don't understand that I don't just talk to Yang Gang. I remember pulling out scriptures and everybody ran. I guess the message wasn't for them, right? He said, and yeah, I tried to teach them to respond. Yes, for their actions. That's right. See, and that's the thing as a teacher, you can add a little something extra in there with the teaching that may help somebody along. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna change the beat up a little bit. We're just gonna say a little bit of stuff like this if it's all right with you. But that is good, Bert, though, because there's a lot of times kids may not be getting it at home, and by you throwing something extra in there with the teaching, you can help. You know what I mean? And that's an awesome thing. Now let's go here real quick, y'all. Even though God is forgiven, it does not mean we can keep sinning. We have to see with the spirit. You understand when you have spiritual. Ruby always says, "Oh, thank you, Judy. You so sweet. Thank you so much." I try my best, child, because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times back when I was coming up as a kid, you are to be seen and not heard. So when you get a chance to to let it out, I'm letting it out now. And I promise you, I don't mean to rub nobody the wrong way. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not like a loud, hothead, disrespectful person. As a matter of fact, by me being able to speak the best I can like this, I am one of the loyalest people you can meet. You can confide in me. I keep it real. I know how to mind my business and keep my mouth shut. But for the most part, I like to open up because I had so many things trapped in so much of my life and things that I've been through. And now I can speak. I feel like I'm free. You know what I mean? And this is a lot of stuff that, when you're trying to do stuff like this, I'm going to give you something, for example, and I don't want nobody to feel no kind of way. But if you're a child and you're trying to tell somebody grown, they touched me. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Somebody touched me. And nobody wants to hear me quiet. Anybody doing that in the family, keep that quiet. And I'm not saying that's specifically what happened to me, but it's just, a little synopsis of when you can let it out. You get what I'm saying? When you can let it out. Okay? And I'm going to move over to a little softer note here. Nothing too deep, nothing too scary. With every blessing, there's a battle. Don't make a head decision with your heart. Are we feeling this? Pay attention to how you present your spiritual life. We can't get caught up in worldly things. Y'all understand what those kind of things mean? When that is spoken like that. Don't turn your trouble into trauma. Once again, racial injustice is not a black and white thing. It's a red, white, and blue thing. Racial injustice is not a black and white thing. It's a red, white, and blue thing. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what we got to get out here. A lot of people don't want to hear it, but we need to get this out. And a lot of times, folks don't realize, what's going on. And once again, too, this is what I say. We need to put our foot on the neck of discrimination. What is discrimination? It ain't no black and white thing. I've had, when I've been in a wheelchair, I've had people discriminate because I was in the wheelchair. I had places when I was a child that if I didn't have the latest Jordans, I was discriminated against. You understand what I'm saying? I was discriminated against because I didn't have the nice coat that all the other girls was wearing. Stop making this about colored people. Oh, this lives matter, man. Wake up, wake up. Are you alive? Please, let's stop this. Let's stop this. You understand where I'm coming from? And green money, amen, Marquis. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what it is. Don't think you're planted when you're only doing a little something. I'm straight. I got this covered. No, no, no. Sometimes you got to pull up out of that and do something new. Sometimes you got to do something new. A lot of people get stuck in something and thinking that's all it is. And then you forget that, you never fail until you stop trying. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem that a lot of people have. We have to know the difference between our thoughts and God's voice. Do y'all get what I'm saying when I say that? And a lot of people don't want to hear that. And then we have to realize too, we have to stop trying to fix something we didn't break. Complain and remain. You know what I took, y'all? He said, Animals like, amen. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Amen. That's what I'm talking about, Marquise. What's happening? Thank you so much, old fart, for coming through. I hope you're doing well and chilling back. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it because I know you got a lot going on out here in these YouTube streets. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Just shooting it off over here, just talking to a few good folks here and just rocking and rolling with some decent conversation. Yes, animal lives matter too. And I just said that too, Marquise, because I have a friend that dog just passed away. And I was just saying to her that we all miss, we all miss your dog. And your dog was loved by so many people. And when you have a pet, you have to treat them the same way you do when you have family members. You know what I mean? And we really do have to do that. Because if not, they get treated bad. And I want to ask y'all something. Do y'all feel me when I say this? I know this is going to sound a little weird. He says life matters. Yes, yes, amen, amen, amen. You got that right. You got that right, Nathan. That's what I'm talking about. And I'd like to say this to a lot of people. Slow down. You can rush to fail or you can take your time to succeed. Oh, she's saying hey to old fart. Embrace your journey, everybody. Embrace your journey. Embrace your journey. I just like to say, stuff like this so that people can understand. Your faith confirms your salvation. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Your faith confirms your salvation. These are the things that I like to put out here so that people can see that we get on a positive note. And when I say that, I mean your faith confirms your salvation. Faith is confirmation of what you cannot see. You get what I'm saying? That's the stuff that I'd like to get when I get on a positive note. Don't worry about quantity, worry about quality. And when you do that, you got to pay attention to what that means, because a lot of times we have to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Amen, Marquise. Amen. You know what I'm talking about. And here we go again. It is better to be slow and steady than fast and fragile. You see, those things like that's where it's coming from. A lot of people don't want to hear that type of stuff like that. And I always say, and this is real serious when it comes to forgiveness. Yes, Bert, you know what I'm talking about. And I always say this to people about forgiveness. Now, when I say this, I don't want nobody to misunderstand me, but this is the thing I always say to people when you want to really give somebody a chance to really turn their life around, and no matter what it is that they've done, if you can find it in your heart to forgive them, is I may have done what they said I'd done, but I'm not who I used to be. I may have done what they said I'd done, but I'm not who I used to be. To be perfect. Yes, you're right about that, Bert. And I'm going to say what he said. Practice does not make perfect. You see, and that's the thing, too. And this is what I always say. A lot of times people don't understand. People don't plan to fail. They fail the plan. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's a word up on that for real. That is word up on that for real. That is something big that I look at. They don't, they don't fall through with it. And that's why it always falls apart. People don't plan to fail. They fail the plan. So they make a plan and they fail it. You get what I'm saying? And that's the truth. When you give God your pain, he gives you his power. Think about that. God can make old things new again. And see, people don't listen to that type of stuff. God can make old things new again. What do they say? God will give you beauty for your ashes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know that when you meet the maker, you're going to be by yourself? Do you know that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hello, Tiger. How you doing? There is my buddy. What's happening, boo-boo? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm shaking, rattling, and rolling over here, my dear. I hope you are doing well. I'm so glad you could pop in, girl. I hope it's all going good for you. How's your mouth feeling? I hope you're feeling good. Because I know when you get anything done, I think you did good, though, because you had a live going and you was able to talk and get it in. What's up, Brother Logan? How we doing? What's happening? It's so nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is awesome. I'm feeling the love. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Y'all are bomb.com. I'm telling you, I really feel the love and I appreciate you guys every time y'all come through because we rocks and we roll over here, you know what I mean? And we all got each other's back. That's why I always try to come in here. And a lot of times people don't hear me when I be talking about certain things, but I be trying to explain some stuff so that we all can get to where we need to be. And I try to use some scriptures from the Bible, but break it down a little bit because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be a preacher or none of that. Oh, tired, but dear Rruk, sorry I missed you. Oh no, that's all good, bro. I promise you, even if you only can come in, once a month for 5 minutes, I appreciate that. I appreciate you too, Marquise. I promise you, ain't nobody like it out here. You know what I mean? We got all kinds of stuff going on, and we got to try to stand together with the right kind of people so that we all can make it and hold each other up. We cannot have peace without pain. Y'all already know pain and pleasure. Because one thing I know is that, and this is not how God intended it, but love and hate will never be friends. You understand what I'm saying? When I say we live in this life, I'm not living this life just to live this life. I want to live it to eternity. I want to make it to eternity. That's for everlasting life. This is not the paradise. And like I said before, we got to sometimes slow down, tiptoe through the tulips. They say a rose is a passionate flower. It represents love. But guess what? Every rose has a thorn. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't live just to live this life. Plan for eternity. And what you do here is going to get you where you need to go. But we all can't just run up and think we're going to make it somewhere. We have to endure this. And I promise you, y'all, I'm going to tell you this right now. And I promise you. And I can tell you some serious business that I done been through in my life. And one thing I learned that no matter what I go through, good or bad, it's not wasted. I don't care how it hit me, how bad it is. I promise you, because I live a certain type of lifestyle that I don't roll with everybody else. I live differently. I drive differently. You understand what I mean? I flow a certain type of way that people ain't going where I'm going. You get what I'm saying? And I always like to throw this out when I got a nice crowd of people here that can really hear and use two ears and know that they got one mouth so we all can relate to each other. This is what I say. Okay. You get on the bus, right? Okay. This is one of these things I like to say, and I'm not going to answer my part. If y'all want to answer, y'all don't have to answer. But I say it like this. You get on the bus, right? It's 9 people on the bus, and I say different numbers, y'all, because I just throw it out there. I say different numbers, but you get on the bus, there's 9 people on the bus, the driver makes 10. You get on, you number 11, right? You get on the bus and you sit down. You may look at your cell phone, you may look in the bag, you may look out the window. And when you look back up, everybody's gone. Where are you? Just keep that in mind. Where are you? Where are you? And I'm going to tell you another thing, too. What I take away from a lot of shows that come on TV and a lot of songs, like when Whitney Houston sang that, when she was singing her song, remember when she was singing the song, I found the greatest love of all. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. Do you know what that means to me? That's the Holy Spirit inside of me. That's what that song brought for me. I found the greatest love inside of me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that means to me. And a lot of times, y'all, when something good happened to us, don't say I got lucky. Say God gave me favor. God gave me favor. A lot of times we want to take the credit for ourselves or give the credit to somebody else. But you got to remember too, people don't pay attention, as I was saying before, that God makes old things new again. God will give you beauty for your ashes. Do you ever hear, and when people at funerals, because a lot of people don't be listening to the services and understand what's said, though I walk through the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Do you understand what that means? Though I walk through the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Why? Because to be absent of the body is to be present with the Lord. That's why. That's why. Right there. We're going to park right there on that corner. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to park right there on that and just think about what does that really mean? You know what I mean? Sin blocks your blessings. Yes, for he is with me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. Yes, sir, Bert. Yes, sir. Don't let the evil of your haters bring you down. Don't let the evil of the haters bring you down. He accepts all broken hearts, amen, and heal them and make them whole again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Tiger. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's what I keep saying. People don't understand faith is a perspective. You can't let anyone come in between you and Lord. That's a lot of people, they don't understand that. Sometimes you got to know how to block out the negative, because sometimes we don't know the difference between God's voice and our thoughts. And a lot of times we let people tell us what to do. Sometimes we try to will something to happen that God says no to. And then when we don't get what we want, like I'm going to give you an example. I could just say something like this. Well, you know what? I've been having this old ratted coat, and it's too small for me. I need a new coat. And then you're praying for a new coat, and God don't get you the coat, and then you lose your faith, because you're always seeking God for his hands and not his face, right? So you're thinking, well, you know what? He ain't giving me a coat. Now I'm mad. I'm upset with God. But guess what? You're going to have a heart attack in 3 days and die. He gave you something. You understand what you need. You see what I mean? He didn't feel that you needed no coat. He felt that you needed to stay alive. See, we got to know how he's working in our lives before we jump to conclusions. That's the whole problem that people don't seem to understand. Don't just ask God to get you into heaven. Ask him how to live on this earth. And once you do that, then you process to the next level. You see, you got to go through something to get something. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go through something to get something. And I want to tell a lot of us too, and no disrespect, because I'm on a travel myself. A lot of my weight gain that I have is due to medical issues. I promise you, I ain't playing no games, because I don't abuse food, and I'm not judging anybody that do, because everybody do what they want to do. You know what I mean? We can only see this. Yes, 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 Tiger, so sweet. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And I just like to say to any of us that's struggling with our weight and our health, y'all. And I'm not disrespecting nobody, because I'm going through some serious. If I told y'all half the stuff that I got going on, honey, it'd be a book by itself. But let me just say this: nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. Just think about that. So if it's anything you're struggling with that you're eating that might be, you get what I'm saying? Yes, yes, you get what I'm saying, because sometimes that's what it is, y'all. And one thing about it, if you got somewhere that you got to be, if you're on time, you're late. Remember that. For real, for real, for real. If you got somewhere and you got an appointment, and if you're on time, you're late. Just think about that. You know why? Because you know how many times that I done went to an appointment. He said, yeah, just working on the story. You know how many times I went to an appointment, and then I had some paperwork that I had to fill out, but because I thought I was on time. Now they're telling you, you can come on in and bring the chart with you, or whatever paperwork you're filling out. Or some of them say, well, you can't come in until you fill it out. So now you got to wait. You see what I'm saying? When you're on time, you're late. Just keep that in. Yeah, it's better to be early. And that is the truth. And that's right. And no one can get saved for you. So you can't even try to lean on and say, oh, my mother go to church. What about you? Your salvation is between you and God. He said, yes, that paperwork. Oh, I hate it, Tiger. And it's the same silly mess. Because if you got anything that changed, you're going to let the doctor know, yeah, I'm on this medication. I'm off this medication. I got a new phone number. I mean, they kill me with that same mess, and then they want to charge you for it. And we all got to remember, no matter what we go through, good or bad, it's not wasted. Remember that. And forgive yourself, guys, for a lot of stuff. And that's Maiden. And that's why I always say this, Maiden. We talk, and all of us talk. So I don't mean to be, putting nobody out or nothing like that. But I always say this, Maiden. I may have done what they said I'd done, but I'm not who I used to be. And he's always on time. Amen, 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 Logan, amen. Because a lot of times we allow our past to dictate our future, and our past is not our destination. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you? Our past is not our destination. And you keep going back here. And I promise you, a lot of us and different people out here that struggle with different mental health disorders, it's not that easy for folks that struggle with different stuff, with anxiety and stuff like that, because that sometimes it gives you a botched view of what reality is. So we try to always make sure that we don't judge anybody, because some people are not where you're at in life. And nobody's better than nobody. Can't nobody out church you. Can't nobody out Christian you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if I got somebody right now that's in church and they got this self together, and I was a smoker. If I smoked, that I'm going to put that, let's say God put them as a more of a value than me. That's not how it works. Nobody can get saved for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your salvation is between you and God. And I got so many good people that smoke weed. And the first thing people say, well, God ain't the one to this and that. Well, how are you going to tell me what God says? How are you going to tell me what God says? That's what I want to know. How are you the preacher? Do you understand what I mean? My salvation is between me and God, and you sitting here telling me this, and I don't care if you're a pastor from the church. If you're not a good one, then we got a problem. Because a lot of times I have looked and I have seen that you've read something that's not even in the scriptures. You telling people to turn to this, Psalms this, and then you go and look, and it's not even in there. That's because that's a man-made Bible. That's a man-made Bible. That stuff that you talking about ain't in the Bible, because see, what you did was you replaced God's name with your name. You get what I'm saying? And by me coming in here and not knowing who God is, I'm getting brainwashed instead of getting the message and getting the word. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. That's why a lot of people get deterred away from churches and don't want to go to churches, because of the fact that they get in there and they don't know who God is. And then we deal with, and a lot of people don't want to talk about that church hurt. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. That's why I don't pin myself up unless I know, because there's some amazing pastors and reverends and deacons and stuff out here. Yes, there is. But you got to know where you at when you're trying to get yourself saved and getting into church. If you don't know what you know, you're in the twilight zone. Because I got a lot of stuff, you guys, that I want to bring out here that I have learned and that I didn't know. And I must have missed that part or reading too fast or whatever. And the stuff that I'm finna talk about is about to raise the roof up here. Because a lot of times people are not really speaking into the word properly, and they're only going and saying and doing what they want to do. And then you find yourself mixed up. You know what I mean? What did he say? What about pastors who smoke cigarettes right in front of the church? Yes. Oh my gosh, Marquise, you know they do. You know, say it. You know what that is, Marquise. He said, I'm rolling up right now. You might as well go on and get lit and enjoy it. Maybe that'll make you more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get lit. Let me stop. You know how that go. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The evil. Yes, sir, mate. And he know it too. Yes, Logan, you putting it down right there, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Decide to use it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And he said with them, because they do it all out there. She said, my husband get medical cannabis. Yeah, see? And that's what I want to tell you too, and hasn't had a seizure in years. See, this is what I'm saying. People mess that thing up with the marijuana. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do or what not to do, but Betty, this is, excuse me, people have got put out their church because they told the pastor or whoever that they smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Judgment, condemnation. You get what I'm saying? And those are people that's trying to judge other people and don't even understand that, honey, weed, man, you don't get that thing right. People don't understand what that's all about. And I keep trying to tell folks. He said, man, I finished. I know that's right. Yeah, you got that right. That's what I'm talking about. The clown. This is why you can't just run up in any church and think you're doing something, because when you don't know who God is, you can, you fall. You know how they say you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. That's what happens when you don't know who you are in Christ. You're brainwashed. People, yes. And they continue to ruin it. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Bert. That's why I keep saying you have some stuff in here that people handling themselves that, a certain kind of way, and people don't want to hear. They want to brag and try to act like they perfect. She said, it's legal now. Yes, yes, Betty, it sure is. And that's what I keep saying too, because people are so quick to judge folks that they don't realize that they the one that ain't hitting. You know what I mean? You the one got the problem, because I know this, and I'm going to say this, and I know y'all know the greats, a lot of our greats in the Bible. He said, towards Texas soon. Okay. He said, praise the Lord. He said, it should be in the States. Yes, it is, Tiger. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are so quick to judge folks and stuff, and they don't even realize what's really good. You know what I mean? This is what I keep trying to tell folks. Listen, we want to come from the pit and make it to the palace. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Marquise, do you know what I'm trying to tell you? God, people don't understand that a lot of this stuff. Let's go here, y'all. I'm going to give you an example. First of all, Moses killed someone and God still used him. Do you understand what we're talking about? Let's go here. Let's go here real quick. Let's just tiptoe through the tulips real quick. Okay. We had, Jesus walked with the disciples, right? Honestly, it's safer than smoking cigarettes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. These stupid laws for stupid people. Yes. Play silly games and get silly prizes. That's right, Bert. You got that right. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And you got to remember too, when Jesus was walking with the disciples, first of all, they were a mess. Keeps my attitude in check. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, I forgot who that was just singing and playing some music and said that, he does medical marijuana. Keeps my attitude in check. I know that's right. Tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? But Moses murdered somebody and Jesus still, God used him. See, people don't understand this stuff that we be talking about here. And just like when they had the 12 disciples with Jesus, first of all, the disciples were a mess. That's all they did. They argue. Oh, he's favorite. I'm his favorite. He like me better. No, we're his favorite. Oh, he talks too much. They were so jealous and pitting up against each other. And then, when they came to hang him, to hang him on the cross, he told them, he said, let me tell you something. He said, I can call legions of angels right now and stop this. But he said, your will be done. Your will be done. And he said, Father, if it's possible, can you take this cup from me, but your will be done? You understand what I'm saying? These folks here, he said, it's not the sin and it's not the crime. It's better than drinking. And yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I keep saying, I don't understand how people are so quick to judge other folks when they're doing whatever they want to do. And then when somebody else, they look at, like with this one pastor, they said, and no disrespect to him, but they said everywhere God's name is, he put his name there. People, yes, Logan. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I keep trying to tell folks too, that if you ever go to certain churches, the people are not worshiping God. A lot of them are worshiping the pastor. Example for the rest of the imperfection. Yes, Logan, you got that absolutely right. People be worshiping the pastor and not even God. And a lot of times people don't realize that, the pastor ain't even quoting the scriptures right, because once you know who God is and you bring your Bible and you can look, and you can have your Bible, right? Man, this is, you could have your Bible and the pastor can say, turn to Leviticus, right? And you turn, and what he's saying ain't even in that word. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Good night, maiden. Bless you. I appreciate you, brother. Much love, brother. Much love. And thank you so much for coming through. Man, you helped me rock and roll over here. I appreciate it. I love all these warm hugs and this goodness, and all of us is hanging out with each other and having a good time. And I thank you guys all for always being there and backing me up and rocking and rolling, because that's how we do. But I tell you, you better know your scriptures, because I'm going to tell you a lot of times, hey, National Park Princess, how you doing, my darling? I hope you are doing well. A lot of times if you go to certain churches and they give you Bibles, and sometimes you get to churches and first of all, you got to know what's in the church. Good night, maiden. Take care and stay safe. Keep them boys rocking. And you get this Bible and you reading this Bible and you feel that everybody is in agreement. You know how they say when two or more agree. But the thing is, that's a man-made Bible. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So if that pastor got those Bibles made up on the words that he want in it, and you don't know who God is, and you don't understand your scriptures, that's the perfect way to be brainwashed. Blessings to you, my brother. Blessings to you. You got to know what you know before you go sit somewhere. And a lot of times when you go to these fake places, these ain't even necessary churches. These are just some buildings with a bunch of people in there clowning around, using God's word to manipulate people. All right, have a good one, Betty, and get you some rest, my darling. Have a good one. Thank you so much for coming. But yeah, a lot of times people don't realize that when you don't got it right, it ain't gonna go right. It ain't gonna go right for you because you up here and you're worshiping the negative. You're not paying attention to what's really going on in the book, and then you get brainwashed because you don't even know what you're listening to and who is who and what, because you're not serving God. And a lot of these churches that you go in, this ain't nothing but a big old place to sit in, and it ain't even anointed. So you sitting up in there giving the devil props. because you're so blindsided by reality that you just put up and let anything go down just to be with a group of people, and don't realize that you don't even know God for yourself. So a person can tell you anything when you just nodding and bobbing and stuff, and you ain't saying pastor, you're saying master. You get what I'm trying to tell you? You're bugging out, bowing to the first lady, and she in there dressed up and got her corset so damn tight she can't even breathe, and her hat is so damn heavy, her head keep leaning to the side. You already know what we're doing with this. You already know what we're doing with this. Those are the fake naysayers, the backbiters, the people that have you feeling that nothing you do is right. And a lot of times people don't understand that God may not get you out of something, but he will get you through it. Stop having opinions somewhere where you don't have no responsibility. What that means, mind your business. Period. Get the strife out of your life. Then that's the thing a lot of people don't do is keep the strife out of their life. And sometimes with people, some people make mistakes. You try to forgive them the best you can, but sometimes you got to love people from a distance. You know what I mean? He said, worship begins with respect, no respect. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You're saying that right. Amen. Amen. Hello. Hello. Retirement. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. And those are the things that a lot of people, like when we start talking like this in this group, a lot of people don't understand that, because I see a lot of folks here that are doing stuff with the Bible, but people are taking it somewhere else, and they're not, bringing down the right kind of stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff is hidden. A lot of times you have people that are only telling you the good stories in the Bible. You get what I mean? They're only telling you what they think you want to hear to keep you coming, to keep you popping. But that's not what it is out here. And I keep trying to tell people, listen, y'all, it's going down. This right here, what we're dealing with right now, this is going down. It's a wrap, y'all. And a lot of people don't understand that. And this is not to put no fear in nobody's heart, to scare nobody, but it's a wrap. And a lot of people don't understand that, what that means. Oh, thank you so much, Black Widow. And I enjoy coming over there, chilling in your spot, girlfriend. Thank you so much. Because we gotta, we gotta know who we are in Christ. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know that, then you're going to be lost out here. And you don't have to go all over the top. Like, praise the Lord. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Yes. Oh, you're saying it. You're saying it. You're saying it. You're saying it. Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother. See, this is what I'm saying about y'all folks. You are awesome, Logan. You know what it is. Y'all know what y'all putting down here. God is here for the good, the bad, and the in-between. Do you understand what I'm saying? People are not paying attention to what's really happening, honey. The rapture is coming. It's going down. And it says, just because you feel something doesn't mean it's true. Just because you feel something doesn't mean it's true. And that could be just about anything. Stop catering to your flesh. Don't let your feelings run your life. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem that a lot of us have. You can't take a vacation from God. I said that before, because a lot of times people think they can put them on, shut them off. They don't care about them. But as soon as they need something, then they want to go run calling them. But they ignore them. And a lot of times you don't have to even keep running to God, always asking for something. Sometimes just say, thank you, Lord. Can I do something for you? Tell me what you need me to do to help somebody else out. Because a lot of times we're always going to him and we're seeking his hands and not his face. You know what I mean? And always wanting something, always complaining, always murmuring, this is not right, that's not right, I didn't get this, I didn't get that. And sometimes you just got to sit back and let God be God. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about sitting back and letting him do what he do. And you don't always need what you think you need. Sometimes it's greed. Sometimes we operate on the wrong level and we run down something and don't even realize that we don't even need that. This is the stuff that I keep trying to tell people, that we have to be careful and we have to watch out how we present our spiritual life. Because a lot of times folks will get out here and you can't even see the God in them, because everything is so tapped out and jacked up that folks are lost and crazed out here. And out here just bugging out and running and ripping and tearing all through the place, and don't even realize that they're blocking their own blessing because they're in their own way, and they want to holler out and blame somebody else for it when it's you. It's you. You get what I mean? Because a lot of times I have to humble myself down and realize that it ain't nobody done nothing but me to me. Oh, that was nice for you to say the widow. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Entertainment. Y'all know what I'm talking about because that's how we do. We like to always say, and I do it too. Well, if they wouldn't have, well, what if they wouldn't have what? What about this? What about this, y'all? And I mean, I'm going to point on it. I'm going to lean on this. What about this? What about you change yourself? You understand what I'm saying? What do I mean when I say that? I'm telling you like this. Okay, we got this clown supervisor. I don't mean to say it like that, y'all, but let's have a little fun, right? We got this naughty supervisor that's always nasty. Instead of allowing it. Oh, that's nice, Bert. Thank you for coming and you take care. I appreciate you, bro. Have a good one and bless you. Yes, sirree. Good night, brother. Take care and have a good night. I appreciate you, bro. He said, let's be honest. Yes, yes, let's be honest because you know what it is. Sometimes, you know what I've been doing, y'all, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to act like I'm perfect or anything like that. But you know what? I've been trying to control how I react to things a lot more than I do because sometimes you may not be able to change the situation, but you can change how you react to it. You understand what I'm saying? And what does that mean? Sometimes, you know how when you have stuff, sometimes you got to change your outlook on things because sometimes God may not get you out of something, but He'll get you through. But you got to do your part too, though. That's the whole thing that a lot of people don't understand. You have to do your part. It can't be just keep asking God for something and just because he performs miracles. We know that, but you got to do your part in it. You understand He gives us free will for a reason. And a lot of times people don't understand that. They think that they want some magic wand waved over them and they get everything they want. And doing the right thing means a good payoff in the end. Stop letting your feelings run your life. You understand what I mean? And we all have that. We all have that. When you walk with Christ, you should see some changes. Our emotions are fickle. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't pay attention to that too. But our emotions are fickle because sometimes our emotions have us going up and down. We don't even know what the heck going on. Picture upside down and it changes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And like I told a lot of people too that have, we got disorders out here, different mental disorder, chemical imbalances and stuff. We have to, embrace our journey. And sometimes we'll let people make us feel worse. And sometimes we know when, how it is when things are all right, but you're feeling different. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that as long as you try to work it out, y'all. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I have watched this in person on YouTube and different type of social medias, down the street, around the block. People have hurt themselves over what somebody else has said about them. The tongue is one of the hardest muscles to tame. You can make or break somebody by what you say. You understand what I'm saying? People don't pay attention to that. You can make or break somebody by something that you say. The words of the mouth begin with your thinking. The root of your thinking is your thoughts. You understand what I mean when I say that? The mind is a machine as a computer. It must be programmed. After programming, we must censor our thoughts. You see, when you don't pay attention and you don't do anything about these things, they go rampant, and then you're caught up, and then you do something wrong and you make a mistake, and which is okay because God is forgiven. But just because God is forgiven doesn't mean we can keep making mistakes. But if we know that we're doing it and God knows that we didn't mean it, He has a place for us. Can't no pastor or nobody tell you that. You understand how people like to judge you when you do something wrong, and sometimes you got to know that it ain't about that, and you turn to God and ask Him what He got to say. And sometimes a lot of us, and I know people experience this, sometimes when we wake up, the devil will start putting crazy thoughts in our head. And we have to rebuke them because I know I've had that, y'all, and I don't know what's been changing other than prayer. And I ain't gonna say I don't know what's been changing. God's been changing because I used to have a lot of that coming through. You know what I'm talking about, especially when you have anxieties and people have different disorders. Stuff happens. He said, "Don't even." How would you feel? Yes. Oh my gosh, Logan. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's one of the main things that I talk about a lot of times. And people don't understand that You know, God has stuff that he deals with too that we do wrong. And he is very forgiving, but sometimes, y'all, we got to give him some kind of respect and thanks because we clown around a lot and want him to fix everything, and then we don't do our part, and then we wonder why nothing's changed. When you're walking with Christ, you should see changes. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. We have to lay aside our sin. You know what I mean? We have to lay aside our sin and do what God tells us to do. And if we make mistakes, we just have to work it out. You know what I mean? Mercy puts an end to a lot of our misery. You know what I'm saying? Yes, good night, boo boo. I'm getting ready to go too, sweetheart. Thank you so much, Tiger. I appreciate you. I'm getting ready to head out myself because I know I done had you folks here hanging with me for a while, and I know it's getting late. I don't know what time zone everybody's in, but I thank you guys dearly so much for, when you come through like this. Hello, Guru. Hey, how you doing? We got so many wonderful people that's been here, and a lot of people are settling down and got things to do and got to go to bed and got schedules and stuff like that in their life. But I am so glad that you came in, Guru. I was here earlier with your beautiful echo, and we had some good conversations going there, and we enjoyed it. She said, God bless you too so much, Miss Quinn. And thank you so much for it. He said, I'm getting ready for bed. I know that's right, Guru. Thank you so much, Miss Quinn. You are awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much, hon. I appreciate you. You know, we always chop it up on a regular basis and we do it moving. And we all only have 24 hours in the day. So you know how it goes. We gotta squeeze in and take care of our priorities and our stuff in our life and try to have a little fun here and there, different areas. But for the most part, we basically, we gotta do to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody. Good night, beautiful. The, she said the dark side. I like the name of that channel as well. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody. And y'all already know I always come on here and I shoot it up. You see what I'm saying? And I like people to hear me when I be talking on a different level because I want everybody to understand that, I like to keep it real, but I'm not no loudmouth drama type person. You know what I'm saying? I love on folks. I bring it down to this level and I do a lot of this stuff. It's just that sometimes when people come in, they don't hear certain parts, and sometimes people misunderstand because they seem to come in a lot of the times when I am talking about a lot of different stuff that may seem like people are, some drama going on or whatever have you, and that couldn't be further from the truth because that's not how I rock over here. You know what I mean? But I tell you one thing, a lot of times when I do start getting into scriptures and stuff like that, people do run. But this crowd right here, they know what time it is because they're real believers. You know what I mean? I thank you so much, my beautiful, beautiful, look, my Hilt family. My friends. Love you, Rruk. I love you too, brother. I really mean that. I love you too. And tell my nephews that I love them. Red and Jake, tell them that Auntie said, hey, just let me stop. Y'all know what it is. Thank you, my wonderful brother in Christ, brother in everything. Thank you dearly. Thank all of you beautiful people that gave me. You understand? Because God saved a wretch like me. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Thank you guys so much for sharing your life and some of your time with me because y'all got stuff. Y'all could be on a million different channels. And when you come by here and hang on and hug up on me and love me like this, y'all, there's nothing greater. I promise you. That's why I keep telling y'all there is no amount of money to give me this type of love that I'm receiving right now from this crowd. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I keep trying to say that I love that people are trying to get their watch hours together. They're trying to get their channel off the ground. This is a lot of work too, by the way. And I'm glad that people are trying to grow their channels and make it something lucrative. But I promise you one thing I can honestly say, these friendships and relationships that I'm forming with you guys are priceless. Thank you so much, Logan, and take care. Believe me, y'all, I promise you, if I had to sit here with 5 good people and nobody else ever came to see me and I never got monetized, there was never any money on the table, I still would spend just as much time. You know why? Because this is a divine connection. Yes, yes. Look at you, so sweet, Logan. This is a divine connection. This is God saying, this is your brother from another mother. God is saying, this is your sister from another mister. I want to reunite you guys together so that y'all can meet, so that y'all can spend time together. I don't give a damn if you're green, purple, or yellow. I don't care what nationality. Y'all all are my children, and y'all all are brothers and sisters. You feel me? When you know that, you know a whole lot. You get what I'm saying? Because we all are coming from somewhere and forming together collectively. And we're going to make this thing pop. You get me what I'm saying? And we're going to always love on one another and keep meeting like this and loving on each other. And you know what? It's nothing like this. And I'm bringing it down on a nice note because this is how I do, y'all. I don't always go through, running through the bushes. You understand what I'm saying? I can chill back. We may not be able to control all of our circumstances, but we can control our outlook. Isn't that something? We are the light of the world, y'all. We are the light of the world. The world can be a dark place. Good night, beautiful National Park Princess, my darling. Thank you so much for coming. We're all kind of winding down here and I'm enjoying it. And I thank you guys, as always, for coming through and spending a little bit of time with me. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. To whoever's here, if everybody's signing out, then I'm gonna go on and chill this down too. I got my couple of my good Judies that got their light on, so I'm gonna go. I've been supporting people anyway while I'm doing this, but I'm gonna go over and do a little bit. I've been commenting on my phone and stuff, but I'm gonna step it in because I ain't done yet. Y'all know how it be. You know what I mean? Just because we have a reason to be negative does not mean we have to stay that way. All right? Mercy is undeserved favor, people. God does not need us to read the Bible. He needs us to know it. Have a good night, beautiful Black Widow. That's my girl right there. That's my girl right there. Have a good night, darling. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your best friend coming over here chilling with us too, baby. I like that. I enjoyed you, sweetheart. I really do. And she's sweet, just as sweet as you. So you know what? We rockin', we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that too. You got an awesome friend, Miss Lady from the Dark Side. I love the names that you guys have chosen for your channels. I love them. They are totally, totally awesome. And you guys represent them very well. And I love what you said, Black Widow. She said, I got ex-husbands, but they're all still alive. What? Say what? That right now. I know that's right. I know that's right. She said, I ain't that kind of widow. Do it till you're satisfied. Come on and do it. Amen to that. Amen to that. And I just want to, wish you all a good night because I see everybody's winding down. And like I said before, remember everybody, you already know. So we just talking. It ain't like I'm leading nothing on. We all add to the table. Nothing we go through, good or bad, is wasted. I thank you guys so much. I really do. Thank you all. And I definitely have learned something. I've been filled up with loving arms, hugging me and all that kind of stuff like that. And it's been amazing. And I am going to get ready to take myself up out of here as well. I thank you all for coming. God bless each and every one of you. Bye for now.